Buffalo, 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 Buffalo fanatics, Buffalo fanatics, Buffalo fanatics, Buffalo fanatics, Buffalo, 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 Buffalo fanatics, Buffalo fanatics, Buffalo fanatics, Buffalo fanatics. It's the Rico Report.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy back at it again. Ladies and gentlemen, we are hurting. We are hurting badly. I don't know about you, but this one hurt. Now, it didn't hurt because we were poor, we were terrible, we were this, that, and the third. This was one of the best games I've ever watched. And it involved my team with my quarterback, with big play after play after play. But my goodness, this one was a heartbreaker. This kind of brought me back to the heartache we used to feel back in the day. So many missed opportunities, so many things that you want back, and you're like, why did we do this? Why didn't we do like this? We should have. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, man. But you gotta tip your hat. You literally gotta tip your hat to Patrick Mahomes and these freaking Kansas City Chiefs, man. They made more plays than we did. At the end of the day, that's what matters. You made more plays. You really did make more plays. I mean, there's so many little things that we could talk about, and we will talk about it. But let's just talk about the game that we experienced. First and foremost, let's talk about the game that we experienced. We experienced one of the best games this is not even the AFC Championship. I mean, most people want to look at it like the AFC Championship. This wasn't even the AFC Championship. And we're going to be watching that game next week like, that should be us. But here we are. It is what it is. You deal with it. You got no choice. By the way, super chat coming in from Nick Robinson says, "Yo, how did Frazier did to?" Nah, I'm gonna say you're trying to say how did Frazier not prevent? How did Frazier not? I don't know what you're trying to say, bro. But how did Frazier did not prevent the Mahomes, Kelsey, and Hill on the other side? They turned 5-yard catches into 30-yard gains. That's not a Dable thing, man. I mean, that's not a fireable offense to Leslie Frazier. That's just my athlete out athlete your athlete. Simple as that. It really is simple as that. I'm gonna get into all that, my feelings and all this stuff. But Kingdom Talk comes in with a super chat. I appreciate it. He says, "Yo, bro, these two coordinators need to be released, especially Frazier. Defense let us down." Fam, it's not on these guys, man. That's on players, fam. That's like, know where your top players are. Know where Travis Kelsey is. Know where, you know what I'm saying, Tyreek Hill is. You just got to know. As a defense, you got to know where those top guys are. And we didn't do a good enough job to identify where these guys are. And they made plays. Sergio Chavez comes in and says, "Yo, I'm not a smart man, but someone tell me why we didn't make the last kick returnable. We should have made them use some clock up. Reward outweighs risk." Absolutely. They trusted the defense. Now, here's the deal, man. Honestly, this was a good game. You can't even hate on Kansas City. Kansas City came through and they went through adversity as well. It was a seesaw. It was back and forth. When you thought it was over for the Bills come back and snap one right back on you. Josh Allen is hyped on the sideline. Here comes Pat Mahomes with 1:54 seconds, right back on your ass. Josh comes back with a minute left, right back on your ass, right? It was back and forth. These are what elite quarterbacks are supposed to do. That's why you pay them. But one team had to lose. Unfortunately, it was the Bills. Walter Scales says, "Yo, I disagree, Rico. They were scheming to cover the sidelines. That's due to play calling, not the players. It's players and play calling. You got to know where your players are at. Even wifey is she's coming down to console me because she knows how I feel.
So close. It was right there. 13 seconds of defense. Come on.
She said 13 seconds of defense just didn't. I mean, we're gonna get into that. But
Fam.
yeah, she's She was feeling with me. We were celebrating. We were up. My father-in-law came and watched the whole game. It was his first full game, and I think he's hooked. I think he's a Bills fan for life now. How could you not be? Now, he said he even taped it. I mean, I know he had me rolling, like I was up and down, man. You guys, I was like you guys. Real talk. I was just like you guys. Check this out. Poor tackling and pass rush killed us today. The thing that bothers me the most is the fact that it was decided off a coin flip. I know, man. It's just what it is. It was decided off a coin flip. My stomach, I'm still turned. My stomach is still turned upside down. Rico, put these haters to sleep. This loss is not about pointing the finger. I'm agreeing with you at this guy or the next. Allen balled out and we lost as a team. That's this. Me and the ref are in the same boat. I thought I was going to be really upset. And I am. I'm upset, but I thought I was going to be pissed. I was going to be pointing fingers. This was just a good football game, and we just didn't make enough plays. We didn't make enough plays. We didn't get after the quarterback enough. We drafted 2 top draft picks to affect the pass rush, and just one quarterback just knew how to get out of it. Now, I have my thoughts on what we should do this coming offseason, and I'm going to share that. But this was a hell of a game, and I'm going to go through that. I'm just going to read a couple of super chats and get into my really thoughts. Sean McDermott's lost us this game. That punting call was awful. If we had went for it, we would have gotten it. We would have won 100%. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. You know what I'm saying? There's so many times we could have won the game, and then they came back and made a play. It doesn't stem on that. It doesn't stem off of that punt. I questioned the punt, but who are we to question? Some things happen for a reason, right? Stephon Diggs comes in and says, yo, Dable had a terrible play calling the first 3 quarters. It wasn't until the 4th that he actually decided to try and win. Heartbroken. We're all heartbroken, man. We are all heartbroken. Now, here's the deal. Here's the deal with this Chiefs team. They have, and this has been pointed out, right? Let me read Autumn's super chat first. I don't have to tip my hat to anyone. Screw the Chiefs. I'm so tired of them. It's the Pats all over again. I'm agonizing over this constant Bills pain. Fan, it's not like that, right? It's not like that. We gotta, you know what I mean? We get the wins and we gotta take the defeats as well. It's just what it comes down to, man. It hurts 100 times more when these punk Chiefs fans, man, defense sold 13 seconds. J.A. played his heart out. He absolutely played his heart out. Now, let's talk about this, man. Kanika comes in and says, I'm so sad. Number 1 defense can't hold more than 3 and outs. We can't block the run still or tackle. I'm sad right now. We played a very good offense. You gotta realize we played a very good offense with a lot of weapons, and we're missing our number 1 corner. That makes all the difference. There's no excuses. We just didn't make enough plays. I mean, we had this game. If we won this game, y'all would be praising the defense, praising everybody on making the final stop, blah, blah, blah. But we didn't. Teddy Gotcha, again, heartbreaking loss. We got to pick up the run game next year. Hats off to Gabe Davis. Hats off to Gabe Davis. Tremendous. Now, here's the deal. In a nutshell, this game came down to making a stop. We all knew that. Whoever makes the final stop was going to win this game. We didn't make the stop that we needed to. That's what it comes down to, people. We didn't make the stop, right? 1 minute and 54 seconds. We didn't make the stop. I mean, 1 minute and 54 seconds is a lot of time. That's a lot of time. We all know that. Football time, that's a lot of time, right? 1 minute and 2 seconds. You're thinking it's over. When you have a quarterback like Josh Allen, that's a lot of time. And guess what? He delivered. Took him, 3 or 4 passes right in the end zone, 13 seconds left. Now, what I do question is, what do you do? Do you kick the ball into the end zone and allow your defense to catch a breath, set up, and keep it rolling? Or do you squib kick it, allow this defense to kind of hold on, you give them field position, right? They take it back to the house. I mean, there's so many things, there's so many scenarios you can play. I was okay with them taking the kickoff and kick it into the end zone and allow your defense to reset, figure things out, see what's happening, and then go from there. But we let 2 huge plays take place. That first Tyreek Hill play, that was unacceptable. We can't have that. But that defense was absolutely gassed. Kansas City Chiefs held the ball for 36 minutes. In those 36 minutes, they ran 73 plays, 73 plays. That's a lot of time for the defense to be on the field, man. Our defense is not used to that, man. We used to clock it out and run the ball out. A lot of that stuff. Alton V says, yo, I'm not mad. I'm like you, Rico. I'm more hurt than anything. This one definitely stings. We're looking at the next Brady versus Manning rivalry. Listen, next Brady, it's the Pat Mahomes, you know what I'm saying, Josh Allen. And right now, Josh Allen is on the losing end of the battle. So there's going to be years of this. We play them again next year. And it's going to be like that going forward. Super chat coming in from Josh Martin says, yo, if the Chiefs make either missed XP or field goal, then the field goal at the end of the regulation would have won in regulation. Listen, there was a lot of things. Missed field goal. You know what I mean? The PAT. Like, there was a lot of things that could have went our way, the other way, but it's just the way it played out, man. That's a 42-36, man. When's the last time somebody hung 36 points on us other than the freaking Colts when they freaking came in and ran things on us? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't happen. Joshua Mullen says, why wouldn't you play the tight D with deep safeties or linebacker? Here's another thing. Why have 4 linemen rush and not 3 and then have an extra DB, right? 3 linemen. We weren't able to get to Pat Mahomes pretty much all night. So guess what? Get 3, put your 3 best linemen on there. You know what I'm saying? Hold them in the pocket and get an extra DB back there. I mean, they didn't decide to do that. I don't know why. But those are the shoulda, woulda, couldas. Skyline comes in. I don't want to hear anything about re-signing Levi or Edmonds. They're awful. Frazier ain't getting no head coaching job. 13 seconds. Are you serious? Fam, those 13 seconds, man, it could have went either way. One quarterback made more plays. McClapper's defense sucks. Yeah, I mean, come on. Like, Bills fans, y'all got to stop being salty, man. Don't be salty and just look at the game for what it was. This was a hell of a game. And you can't even hate on it. You can't. It was just one team made more plays than the other. Kansas City made more plays. I mean, if we really want to look at where we fell short, we couldn't run the ball. I mean, we started running the ball at the beginning. They tightened up, and then all of a sudden we abandoned the run game. Devin Singletary, 10 carries, 26 yards. Right? That was it. Isaiah McKenzie, we tried to utilize Isaiah McKenzie. He had a couple plays, 3 for 15, but that was it. Trey White was definitely missed today. Because you can count on him to kind of take away side of the defense. That changes everything, right? You don't rush 4 linemen in that spot. You have to rush 2, drop everyone back. That's Frazier, McDermott. Listen, man. Or those 4 guys that you put in there, get that sack and then, kill time. I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. I'm not in that locker room. I'm not in the huddle. There was a lot of things that went down. A lot of people feel that we should have squib kicked. No squib kick. All those defensive calls were a bit weak, but it was a great game. It was a great game. You can't even hate on that. Sergio comes in and says, Rico, my brother, I agree. I'm not mad, just hurt. Before the night is done, I want to thank you. Thanks for riding with us, the highs and the lows, man. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for riding with me for the highs and the lows, man. I can't do this all by myself, man. I need y'all, man. So y'all been riding with me, man. For the Buffalo Fanatics, thanks for the work, Rico. I appreciate you. I appreciate you too, man. I appreciate you too. Now, this game, I mean, let's go through it, man. Josh Allen was sensational. Josh Allen was 27 for 37, thrown for 72% completion percentage. All right. The guy was great. 8.9 yards a throw, 9 yards a throw. Okay. 4 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, took 2 sacks, 136 rating. Mahomes, on the other hand, 33 for 44, 75 yards completion percentage, 8.6 yards average, 3 touchdown passes with a 123 rating. So one would say quarterbacking was actually more efficient on Josh Allen's side. Josh Allen was the better quarterback today, but Pat Mahomes made the final play that matters, right? Driving your team and throwing a dime to Travis Kelce in overtime. But where we lacked, where we weren't as balanced as we would like to be, is in the run game. We gave up 182 yards rushing. They gave up 109. We could have used more balance in running the game, but we just couldn't get a rhythm running the rock. We just couldn't. There was no rhythm for us. Y'all saw it. I can't be the only one telling y'all that. Shout out to my girl Brooke. Brooke says, yo, F the Chiefs. I'm not mad, just bummed. Ugh. I'm off to watch AHL hockey. The Sabres AHL team is at least decent to watch. I can't watch hockey. You can't do it. I don't know what I can't do sports. I mean, my Lakers are crap right now. Russell Westbrook is shooting bricks and he won't stop. They keep, I don't know why, I mean, LeBron ain't telling him to shut it down, but he's not doing it. So I can't even watch my Lakers. Arizona Bills, AZ Bill says, yo, this was our Super Bowl. We lost 13 seconds. The timeout at the end of the half was money, just a better team. It was. They were just a better team than us today. Tremaine Edmonds' inability to play pass coverage is becoming an issue. In my opinion, it's been an issue all season. Sad the season had to end like this. Why are you sad the season end like this? We went into overtime with a very good team. We put 36 points on. We were throwing the rock all day. We did what we normally do, and it's throw the rock. But here we are. We can't look at this as a negative, man. This is one of those things where we build off of this. We build off of this. I want to be mad. I want to throw things against it, but I saw a lot of good. And not a whole lot of, I mean, there's not a whole lot of bad that I saw. You know what I'm saying? We just tackling was not good. I can say that's one of the things that stood out to me was, and if you guys have been watching my shows, I said the thing that worries me the most is tackling, because they have a lot of receivers that are yards after catch type of receivers. So we have to keep that in retrospect, right? There was a stat that was put out there that the difference between Allen's receivers and Mahomes receivers is Allen's receivers, they catch the ball for a lot deeper. You know what I mean? 12 yards, 11 yards a catch. But Mahomes allows his receivers to go for yak. That was the big difference. Forgive me on the statistics. The statistics might not be correct. But at the end of the day, yak mattered today. Because, and my father-in-law is not a football connoisseur, but he was like, I don't get it. Like, that quarterback, that little weasel, he doesn't like Pat Mahomes, and neither do I. But that little weasel had that quarterback. His players were just making more. I'm like, it's called yak, yards after catch. He gives his players an opportunity to make plays after the catch, right? Explosive players. That's their offense. Very explosive. We don't have explosive receivers. So maybe that's something that we add into we add into this gameplay next year. But we lacked it. We lacked it. But man, did Gabriel Davis have a massive game. Gabriel Davis was he was clutch. He was amazing. Now, what bothers me is that we didn't get anything from our star receiver, Stephon Diggs. 6 targets today, 3 receptions. Cole Beasley had 8 targets. Devin Singletary had 5. Dawson Knox was non-existent today. Like, it was just, and what bothers me, this is what bothers me the most, I think, in all of this, is that they were missing 2 starting safeties gone. Josh Allen ran one over, and I think Josh Allen hurt the other one by almost like his foot hit him, or it was another play that hit Tyrann Mathieu. So you got 2 safeties that are gone. You got Sorensen that is in. You mean to tell me that we can't take full advantage of these backup players that are coming in? And we did at the end, but at the beginning, we could have, I mean, I wouldn't say could have put this away, but we could, if we stretched the field and attacked harder, maybe, just maybe, we could have had something. But shoulda, woulda, coulda. Fabian K comes in with a super chat and says, hey, Team Buffalo Bills for life. What I didn't like was when we were at 4th and 1, and we decided to punt the ball in the second quarter and the Chiefs turned it into a TD. It happens. I was surprised by that too. But check this out though. Although we threw something, we were fourth, we punted in 4th and 1, but on 4th down today, we were 4 for 4. We were 6 for 14 on 3rd downs, and we were 4 for 4 on 4th down. We converted on every time. Now, we could have went for it and made it 5 for 5 and kept the momentum going, but I guess he felt that we had the momentum, the score, the time of the quarter. I mean, a lot of those factor in. Shout out to my guy, Jeff King, and I always got to show love to my guy, Jeff King. Jeff King comes in, and he's been supporting the BF movement for some time now, and I know you're hurting. I'm hurting. We're all hurting. And Jeff King comes in and says, offense did what they needed to do. Defense was exhausted, and that is a fact. They were tired. I can even tell Harrison Phillips was hand on the hips in the first quarter. I was like, that's not good. Like, he's already gassed, right? And it goes, man. You're going a mile a minute. You got to do what you got to do. Anyway, Jeff King says the offense they did what they needed to do. Defense was exhausted. I was up and down the whole game like I was banging Maybach's old lady. Damn, you back on Maybach Mel. You petty as hell. But in the end, it was a disappointment. Allen did his thing. He was clutch, absolutely clutch. We just got beat. But like Maybach, sometimes 13 seconds is all you got. And that's it. That's facts, man. 13 seconds is going, and I'm going to tell you this right now. And shout out to you, Jeff King. That was great. The defense was exhausted. They were tired, man. They were on the field a lot more than we seemed to see them on the field, right? We didn't force any turnovers. It just was one of those situations. Now, 13 seconds is going to stay with me for a long time. I'm not going to lie to you. 13 seconds is going to stay with me for a long time. 13 seconds was staring at us all in the face saying, AFC Championship, hosting in Buffalo against the Bengals. Let's go. We just got to freaking, you know what I mean, make them take a long 67-yard field goal or do a Hail Mary, and we got this. Like 13 seconds was sitting there looking at us in the face. And two plays, and all of a sudden you blink and you're like, what the hell? What are they doing in freaking field goal position? And here we go. We're going overtime. Oh, man. There was a lot of good in this game, man. Ansel comes in and says, you saw a lot of good and saw even more bad. I disagree with that. I disagree. I saw a lot more good than the bad. Shout out to my man Bobby Glean, comes in with a super chat and says, yo, I don't know what's worse, this or a Hail Murray or the Hail Murray. That number one defense was a fraud. We let Allen and the offense down. The point of the game was when McDermott punted the ball when we should have went for it on fourth down. We don't know what could have happened. If we go on fourth down, maybe we fumble it and we give him back the football. I don't know. We could say shoulda, woulda, coulda. But I'm gonna say this though. There's one thing that did stand out to me in this game, and there was some decision making that I wasn't a fan of. The squib kick, I think we could have squibbed it. Something tells me squibbing that would have been great. Something tells me that, you know what I'm saying, screenplay, we didn't run any screenplays to kind of take them off kilter. We weren't getting enough pressure. Pressure was massive. We just weren't getting enough pressure. A lot of good too. Chris Jones didn't wreck this game like he's wrecked it in the past. Chris Jones wasn't, I mean, he was neutralized. That was a hell of a job by the O-line. The O-line held up. More plays were made by KC than the Bills. Andrew Cook says, yo, hell of a game. Bummed, but love McDermott and JA. Need Trey back. Lots of positives for next season. Davis is receiver number 2. Need Watt type rusher. Pressure when it comes. We need a game wrecker. That's what we need. We need a game wrecker. And we didn't get that today. Beasley was all right today, man. Beasley did what he was supposed to do. He's been quiet, but he did what he was supposed to do. He did what he was supposed to do. But plays weren't made when they need to be made. Shout out to a new member. We got a new member by the name of Tom Barker. What up, Tom Barker? Welcome to the Base Squad, my G. Now, here's the deal. Let me jump into this real quick. Looking at what we did today, and I'm just looking at the scope of everything. Let's look at our quarterback. Our quarterback with pressure immensely sitting all over him. The score is 17-14. Or was it 17-14 or was it 14-7? 14-7. And he comes in and dials a strike down the middle to freaking Gabriel Davis. You can't tell me that that's not clutch from your quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Was it in the second quarter where it was 14-7? Gabriel Davis, 18-yard pass. 7, like that was huge. And I think that was the third quarter. Excuse me. Pardon me. I got all my things mixed up. It was a Gabriel Davis. The score was set. It was 23-14. 23-14. This was huge in the third quarter. 23-14. And Josh Allen puts it out on his back. He says, I got you. And finds Gabriel Davis for a 75-yard bomb. Back in the game, 23-21. That's when I knew this is a freaking ball game. A lot of y'all thought it's a wrap. It's a wrap. 23-14. Yo, they're about to come in and march and do what they got to do if we don't get this down pat. Josh Allen heard everyone saying that. Trust me. He knew. And what does he do? Answers the bell and goes 23-21. They go back up 26-21 with a Butker freaking with a converted field goal. What do the Bills do? They come right back again with freaking Gabriel Davis. Dude, Gabriel Davis and Josh Allen had such a connection today. What a connection. It's honestly like it's refreshing. It's really refreshing. Painful that all that effort, all that greatness that we saw today on offense from those two players, it goes down the drain. It goes down the drain. One of the greatest games, just hurts to be on the losing end of it. Josh and Gabe are incredible players. Dude, Gabe, he understood the assignment. He knew what was happening. They took away Stephon Diggs, bracketing Stephon Diggs, trying to take him away. They said, if someone's going to beat us, it's going to be somebody else. But lo and behold, they forgot that Gabe Davis can play. Gabe Davis can ball. Somebody needs to answer for that 13 seconds on defense. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be Frazier. Frazier's going to answer for it. He's got no choice. But here's the deal. You got to know where these players are, man. You got to know. Everybody has their assignment. And if you go back to the 13 seconds, there was a moment where you had two players cover one guy and allow Kelsey to streak right up the middle. I didn't understand that. What made you guys go and double up on one dude? I don't know if it was Tyreek Hill at the time they doubled up on, but man, oh man, it hurts to even repeat what I'm saying, but that's what happened. I saw it. Go back and play it. I wish I could play it for you, and I record everything and show y'all, but I don't have that right now. But I'm gonna tell you this though. I'm still proud of these Bills. I'm still proud of these Bills, man. I thought I would be cussing up a storm. I really did. But the way they marched back and had that lead and held on to it, that was our game, man. That was our game. That was ours. It's just that we weren't destined to grab it. That wasn't for us. Now we got to go do this again with a whole new different team. I think this is what hurts me the most. We have to go do this with a whole brand new different team. Different receivers, different running back, potentially, different coaches, different philosophy. Like it's different. We got the players, but it's going to be completely different. This was the team I want. I wanted Dable to get his ring. I wanted Frazier to get his ring. I wanted all those things to happen. I don't want Josh Allen to get his ring. I mean, with this nucleus of players. But now we're going to next year, and it's going to be completely different. Completely different. Luis Rojas, I'll say Rojas, says, Rico, just became a Bills fan last season. I know I'm late to the party and haven't been through the 20-year hardship, but after this game, still stand my ground, man. Love Josh Allen, played his ass off. Go Bills, man. Yo, welcome to being part of Bills Mafia, man. I mean, you're a tad late, but welcome nonetheless. Todd Barker comes in and says, I have never seen a Bills QB do what Josh Allen did tonight. I don't need Dable or Frazier for a continued run. This team will be there every year because of Josh Allen. I truly believe he was the better quarterback tonight. In my opinion, I think he was. It's just that we did not make enough plays. I mean, you know what? Let me retract that. We made enough plays. We just didn't get another opportunity. That's what it came down to. We didn't get another opportunity to get on the field. And that my father-in-law was saying, yo, what's up with this overtime rule? They should give the other guys an opportunity to score too. I was like, well, that's a debate right now because a lot of people don't like this overtime rule. And they say that they should have the college rules where you get an opportunity. Okay, now I get an opportunity. Now the second time, then it changes. But lo and behold, here we are. Travis, growth of Allen was shown. The D was gassed. They definitely were gassed. 13 seconds in football is a lot of time. We kept up with KC. I consider that W also shown that we missed Trey. Absolutely. And here's another thing too, right? They still had their timeouts, right? I think they had 2 at the time. So, you know what I'm saying? Tyreek Hill catches the one on this left sideline. Boom. And then you have freaking Travis Kelce catches the one on the sideline again. Boom. Same side. And that's another killer part. Same side. Oh man, like it was tough, man. This was a tough game to swallow. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But nonetheless, I'm proud of these guys, man. They freaking fought. They fought right to the end. Nobody wavered. Nobody was like giving up. They knew when you have number 17 behind center and on your team, you always have a chance. And that's what he provided for us. He really did provide that for us. Thomas comes in and says, yo, nah, fam, when is enough enough? built this defense to beat them in the playoffs and it blew a disappointing season, not even close. I mean, you could say that. I totally agree with you. We built this defense, but guess what? There was a key part of this defense missing. I don't want to hear anybody tell me that it's no different. It is different when you have a guy like Trey White. Trey White absolutely can travel. Trey White can take away a player and allows the other guys to move around freely. You feel me? Yes, we finished the league number one, and I won't be shy away to say this. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Don't forget who the hell we played. We played a lot of cupcakes, and we did what we were supposed to do to them. But when the teams that we faced that really had an offense, we lost. Colts, L. Tampa, L. Titans, L. You feel me? The only team that we beat that had a decent offense was the Chiefs. And guess what? We played them again today. And you saw what was good. But this time, we didn't have Trey White. That makes a big difference, man. It makes a big difference. You saw early in the game, there was a lot of holding calls. There was 2 holding calls. One from Levi and one from Teron. And guess what? They held the same freaking player, Tyreek Hill. It sucks. It really does suck. But it's just what it is, man. Rico, this sucks, man. Josh won this game. I was crying when Gabe caught what I thought was the game winner. If this feels, let's go on a bright note. How exciting was it when you saw Gabe Davis score that 75-yard bomb? You're like, okay, we're back in it. Then Gabe Davis comes in and catches a clutch touchdown. Then you're like, okay, that's my guy. Then he comes in and catches the game winner. I mean, the one that's supposed to be the game winner with 13 seconds left on the clock. You gotta be like, how proud of you? How thrilled were you? Like, what was your reaction in your house? For me, I'm jumping around, hugging my wife. She came down. She was upstairs watching these. She boom, 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 comes downstairs. She's like, "Are you freaking kidding me? Are you?" Yo, we celebrated. It was a moment. You can't tell me that you weren't sitting with your pops, with your mom, with your sister, with a buddy, and you guys weren't jumping around and saying, "Whoa, he got this." Fam, if you weren't doing that, you crazy. Because I was doing it and it felt damn good. That's football, man. This is why we do it. This is why we watch these games, because anything can happen in sports. But for the moment, it felt good. And it just tells me that I'm so ready for this team to be back here again. We gotta fix a few things, and we'll be back here again. Trust and believe we will be back here again. Trust me when I tell you that. Slick Crook. I was born in 1982 and been a Bills fan since 89. This was a great game. Josh Allen is the truth. NFL needs to change the overtime rules. I would have loved to see Josh get another chance. Damn. It would have been good to see Josh get another chance. Okay. All right, Josh, you're up. What do you got? But this time we didn't get to. We didn't get a chance to see that. It really sucks. But man, you can't tell me that you didn't have a moment. Actually, not a moment, several moments in this game where you're like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Oh my God, we're back in it. Like, fam, tell me you didn't feel those great feelings. So you can't say this game is a complete, like, oh, I hate this game. No, this game was great. This game was great. You got to bond with whoever was sitting next to you. You can't tell me that you didn't like that. Come on, man. This was a fantastic game. Rough Buff says, I agreed. I started having tears in my eyes when Gabe caught that game winner, but now my faith is in our defense and completely lost, except for Trey, White, and the safeties. I know. It's tough. You want to put the blame somewhere and you got no choice. I get it. It's just what it is. By the way, shout out to my guy, Willie Faze. That just became a new member. What up, Willie? What's up? What it do, baby? Let's go. Tommaso comes in. Rico, love the show, bro. But what hurts more is how long we have to wait to watch our Bills next season. I know. And that's why you guys got to stick with your boy. Stick with your boy all off season. We got you. Listen, not too long, man. We're going to be talking free agency. We're going to be talking draft. We're going to be talking combine. Like, there's a whole lot of things that we're going to be talking. So it's what it is, man. Yo, wifey, here's what wifey said. Wifey says, we need to find us a hill. And what she's talking about is Tyreek Hill. We need to find us a guy that's got pure blazing speed, that can catch the football, and that is a problematic threat to everyone. Problem is, Tyreek Hills don't just climb. They don't just grow on any tree. Just like no Josh Allen grows on any tree. And just like, they ain't going to be a freaking, I don't know if anybody else saw, like a Jordan Poirier just climbing on any tree. You know what I'm saying? It's tough, man. Do we want a Tyreek Hill type player? That would be very nice. But we don't have that right now. We got Gabe Davis. You know what I'm saying? We got Stephon Diggs, we got Isaiah McKenzie. I mean, do you bring back Isaiah McKenzie? You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many things that we could look into, man. Rico, you're sounding like a troll telling us everything that was fine. Meanwhile, the reality is we blew it. Of course we blew it. Of course we did. But like, I'm not gonna sit here and talk about how we blew it and then ignore the good things that we did. That's just foolishness, man. You got to talk about the good things that we did in this game. We knew what the problems were. And here's the thing, man. We lost in overtime. We lost in overtime. Like they had to come back. That 13 seconds does kill. It's painful. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things we could have done in those 13 seconds. Like, could we have taken more time off the clock? You don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we could have ran that one play to take less time off the clock. There's so many things. We scored a touchdown. Now you expect your defense and your defense coordinator to put something together that we can stop this team. Right? Take away the sideline. I get the why to take away the sideline. Because you don't want them to get out of bounds and keep holding on to their timeouts. You want them to burn their timeouts, and hopefully by the time we tackle them, hold on to them. You know what I'm saying? Time runs out. But it didn't work out in our favor. It didn't work out in our favor. We can't sit here and be in our feelings all day, man. Like my man Jeff King said, they fought today, man. I was proud of them. They fought like fucking hell. Hell yeah, they did. They fought hard, man. You can't tell me these guys didn't fight hard. You can't sit here and say, yo, that's bullshit. Yo, they were weak. Fam, nah, man. Yo, turn your card in if you thinking that. You know what I'm saying? Because they played hella hard, man. It's just it just wasn't in the cards for us. Although everything seemed right. It seemed like it was ready to go. I mean, there's no other quarterback that's ever scored 9 touchdowns in 2 games and lost and never went back, you know what I'm saying, and never moved on to the next round. That's Josh Allen. Dude was next to flawless. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. He was much smarter with the football. He was decisive where he wanted to go. Like, this guy was clutch, man. Clutch. Do you know how many teams that are hoping to have someone like Josh Allen? Y'all sitting here like, come on, fam. Like, nah. And I know you're not talking about Josh Allen. Josh Allen's not the issue. But the fact that we do have a Josh Allen that got us to where we got us, like, picture EJ Manuel in this very position. You think EJ Manuel's going to take us back? Picture freaking Lossman. Picture who you want to picture. Pick Drew Bledsoe. Pick a freaking quarterback that we've had these last 20 years that you want to put in this very position that would have got us to where we got. Put in freaking Doug Flutie. You think Doug Flutie's going to do that for us? Fam, cut it out. With an offense like that, fam. Josh Allen was built for this type of game. He was built for this. He's built for this team. He's built for this type of game, man. Shout out to my guy, Matt, that just became a freaking member. Welcome to the big squad, my guy. But 13 seconds does kill, man. Tito Ramos says, 13 seconds, and they couldn't contain. It happens, man. And I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to go to bed today, and they're going to be sitting here like, how did I let this happen? How did I let this happen? By the way, shout out to my guy VK23 that just gave a big time super chat. I appreciate you. If you have a comment, I'm looking for your comment to see where it's at. If you meant to just give a donation, appreciate it. Love that. Apple fanboy says, yo, I'm sick of hearing we'll learn from it every year. You don't think you're going to learn from this game? Yo, let me tell you something, man. And this is not cliche. It's going to sound like cliche, but it's not cliche. You learn something in every loss. You know what I'm saying? You lose some, you take a big fat L, you got to learn something from it. Now, if you don't learn something from it, then yo, shame on you. But every disheartening loss that we've taken, we've learned. Like we lost to the AFC Championship team last year, right? If we came in here and did the same exact thing, you'd be like, yo, what the hell did we do? But no, this game was completely different. Why? Because we learned from what we did last year. And there's going to take a lot more learning to do to just get to where we need to get to. You know what I'm saying? Could you say that coaching was a factor? Did we get out coached? You know what I mean? Did they put their team in position better than we did? Did Eric Bieniemy out coach, you know what I'm saying, Leslie Frazier? Or was it one-on-ones? Frazier put these defensive schemes in place, but we just got beat one-on-ones. I mean, listen, let's talk about it. Tyreek Hill what did Tyreek Hill do? How long was that freaking reception that Tyreek Hill had? Tyreek Hill takes the ball on a freaking crosser route. and takes it upfield. Is that McDermott and Leslie Frazier's fault? Seriously, is that his fault? Let's talk about that, because that was a big game breaker game. That's a play. That was a big play right there. A momentum killer. What was it? How long was it? It was a 64-yard reception. That was just a crosser route, 12 yards maybe. But he was an athlete, one-on-one, missing tackles, and then he takes it upfield. So I don't want to hear anybody blaming Leslie Frazier not putting him in the right position. It's players that I was better than you on this play. We had 11 players on this field, and nobody could tackle Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill's got 4.3, 4.2 speed. Yo, when the Jets are on and you miss tackles, I'm out. If I'm even, I'm leaving. So I don't want to hear nothing about blaming. 13 seconds, but prior to the 13 seconds, there's that play that happens. So we can sit here and blame and point fingers all day. Of course we can. You know what I'm saying? But fam, if we're going to point fingers, there was a lot of things that happened. There's a lot of things that happened in this game. Where was the run game? We could not establish a run game. I would have loved to be able to establish a run game. That takes away time off the clock. We couldn't establish it. Devin Singletary, 10 carries for 26 yards. The longest rush he had was 7 yards. It's just the matchup didn't work out for us. The matchup did not work out. I got Joe Shipley over here talking shit. Bills are the Bills. They're losers. Yeah, let these guys come in. Appreciate that super chat, though. Tyler Barker says, yo, explain to me why we don't squib kick that last kickoff. Here's my thought process on the squib kick. I know a lot of people are talking about, yo, we should have squib kicked that bitch. Here's the deal. You squib kick that, you risk few things. You risk two things specifically. Field position right off the bat, right? You may shave off like 3 seconds, if that. Let me just say it. You may shave off 3 seconds, 1 second, maybe none. Maybe that squib kick takes such a great bounce, lineman catches it, goes right back down. Now you're on the 40 with, with 13 seconds left. Who knows, right? So set your defense up and you're good to go. I'm going to take a phone call. I got a phone call coming in right now, so I'm going to take this call. Yo, this is the Record Report. Who's this?
What's up, brother?
What's going on, man? Who's this?
It's Fabrizio.
Is what?
Fabrizio Di Maddalena.
I can't. Aricha?
No, man. Are you Fabrizio?
Oh, Fabrizio. What's going on, fam?
Are you still live, or what are you doing, bud?
I'm live right now as we speak. So if you got something to say, you better say it now and say it quick.
Yeah, man. All right, this game. All right, I'll tell you right now, heartbreaker. But listen, for the defense to do what they did tonight, number 13 came to play. 13 4 times. Josh Allen to 13 4 times. Left the defense with 13 seconds on the clock. It was an omen. And the defense went and shit the fucking bed with 13 seconds on the clock after 13 killed them all game long. Are you fucking kidding me? That defense should be ashamed. 13 fucking seconds after 13 went and killed them all day.
So defense had a
13 and 17 were the man. I don't care. The defense should be ashamed right now. It should be ashamed. That game was ours. That game was fucking ours. We did it. Josh Allen is a star. He's a superstar. Gabriel Davis, superstar. 2 superstars that went out and just put their fucking... I'm sorry. I'm trying to calm down.
I get it.
They put everything they had on the line tonight. That team looked amazing tonight. And Josh Allen and Gabriel Davis went out there and just destroyed everything. We shouldn't have even been put in that position. It was almost an omen where we left 13 seconds on the clock, where 13 was just killing him all night.
I know.
The game should have been over.
It hurts.
13 seconds, give me a break. 13 seconds, give me a break.
It hurts.
Give me a break.
Fabrizio.
13 seconds, dude. 13 seconds. You're telling me your defense can't take care of 13 fucking seconds.
I know.
You're telling me you can't take it 13 fucking seconds.
It's tough, man. Yo, listen, it's emotional. I get you're emotional, brother. I'm emotional too. But there comes a time where you just gotta look at it.
It was almost.
It's just what
it was almost, but it was almost the way that it happened.
Yeah, I know.
You understand? There was numbers involved. 13 for 4 fucking touchdowns, and then all of a sudden there was just 13 seconds left on the clock. After that motherfucker just killed them all game long. Nobody even sees that, man. That motherfucker killed him. He went for like 190.
He killed us today.
That mother went for like 190. He destroyed them to that.
Tyreek killed.
So did Josh Allen. Josh Allen was all over the goddamn fucking field.
Gabriel
Those
Davis
two guys
had
were just
8 receptions.
Man, he went for like 190 or
Yeah.
one. He was almost 200, dude.
8 receptions, 200 yards, 25 yards a catch, 4
Jesus.
touchdowns. He was
But
killer.
he was just an
10
animal. He was an animal.
10 targets, 8 receptions. Gabe Davis was an
He was-
absolute monster today. Absolute
But,
monster.
I haven't seen a performance like that since fucking Eric Moult in the playoffs against fucking Miami, where we went off for
you
like
know what?
240.
That's facts. I
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen nothing like that since.
Fabricio, you are right. I think people are and it sucks because it's in a losing effort. That's the thing that sucks because
But we shouldn't have. Rico,
I'm with you.
we shouldn't have fucking lost this game.
I know, man. It
We
hurts.
had this.
I feel your pain, brother. I trust me. I feel it through the airways, man. I feel your pain.
Where the fuck? But where was the fuck? Listen to me. Where the fuck was the defense at the end here, man? Are you kidding me? 13 seconds? You can't give us 13 seconds. You're the number 1 defense in the league. You can't stop them for 13 fucking seconds.
Let me tell you something.
Give me a fucking break.
Gassed. Linemen were gassed. DBs gassed, like tired. You know what I'm saying? And we needed that extra little bit. And we
Rico,
dropped the ball.
this is all I saw.
What's up?
They dropped in the safeties back, but they never kept anybody over the middle. They just left the middle open.
Yeah.
Give me a freaking break. Give me a break. There was those crossing roads were there all day.
When you
Are you kidding me? You can't just put somebody in the center there. Give me a break. Light somebody up. Light somebody up.
Fab. I appreciate you calling me, man. I'm gonna take your.
I'm sorry, dude.
No,
I'm sorry, dude.
I don't.
I'm like lost right now. I'm like, this team right now. We should be in the Super Bowl right now. This was the Super Bowl tonight.
I know. I hear you, bro. I hear you. I'm listening to you, and I'm gonna address everything you said because you're making some freaking valid points. But catch us on the airline afterwards, bro. On the airwaves.
Okay, man. I'll call you again later, dude.
You got it, man.
Later, dude.
I'm here for you.
Later, man.
Yes, sir. Yo, that hurts, man. When I hear phone calls like this, I know it hurts. I know it hurts. You feel that. And there's a lot of Bills fans that are out there that feel like my man Fabricio. Fabricio is like, yo, 13 freaking seconds. You waste a performance from Josh Allen and you waste a performance from Gabe Davis. And he's right, man. We haven't had a freaking game like that in forever. I'm gonna take another phone call coming from my man Jeff King. Jeff King, I'm gonna need you to turn the volume down from in the background.
I got you, Ben. Hang on, I'm sorry.
I got you. Now, while you turn that down, I'm gonna read the super chat real quick. From my man VK3. Our defense sucked. Our D-line created no pressure to the QB. Addison needs to go. Mookie was right. Get rid of that old weight. Frazier played possibly his last game as a Bill. 13 seconds. I know. It hurts. Jeff King, what's on your mind, man? Talk to me.
Well, 13 seconds, it's a fucking lifetime in the NFL, bro. It's a fucking lifetime, man. These guys were fucking gassed. Man. Think about this shit. We went right down the field, right off the bat. It was beautiful. We scored. Loved it. Loved every fucking minute of it. Right down the field, bad to bad. But guess what? Then Kansas City comes back. They go right down the field and score.
Yep.
We come back. We go 3 and out. Then we go 3 and out. These guys, you're playing against the elite of the elite.
Absolutely.
Man. I don't know what people expect. I don't think this is on Frazier. I don't think it's on Dable. I was questionable about Dable's calling sometimes. But in the end, they pulled it off. I mean, they did what they had to do to win that game. But in the end, it just came down to one fucking 13 seconds, man. That's it. It came down to 13 fucking seconds.
What would you have done anything different? What do you think the defense? Because a lot of people are like, what the hell? You let them go through the middle. What could we have done different?
What is there to do? What is there to do different, Rico? That's my question. What is there to do different?
I'm with
man?
you.
Because your guys are fucking gassed.
Mm-hmm.
They're fucking gassed by this point, man. You're playing the game of your fucking life. The game of your life to bring it back to your fucking home city. I know every one of them motherfuckers went out there and fought for this shit.
You damn right.
Every fucking one of them, man. Josh Allen, people go, Josh Allen was a fucking G today. A fucking G. Okay, he went right down to the wire with fucking Mahomes, and in the end he said, fuck you. He did his fucking job. He did what the fuck he was supposed to do.
How proud?
The offense did what the fuck they were supposed to do.
How proud are you?
I can't blame it on the defense. They're fucking. I love. Listen, man. Was I disappointed? Was I heartbroken? Fuck yeah.
Yep.
Fuck yes, man. Are you fucking kidding me, man? These guys played their asses off today, man. And in the end, this is what people need to realize. It came down to 13 fucking seconds. Okay, you didn't get your ass beat all fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
It came down to 13 fucking seconds. That's it.
And
look at what happened with Tampa Bay today and fucking LA.
Yep.
Are you fucking kidding me, man? It was just fucking, it's nuts, man. We got to get rid of this one. We got to get rid of that. Like I said, I questioned Dable's calling today. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, tell me
I
what
questioned it at times.
So,
what's that?
Let me ask you this. How did you feel about the kickoff? Are you squibbing that kick or are you kicking it into the end zone just like they did?
No, I'm not fucking squibbing it. Because if you squib it, man, you're taking a fucking chance of There's all different scenarios with a squib, man, where you can get fucked. No, by all means, kick that fucking thing off, man. They were relying on their defense to pull it out. You know what I'm saying? To pull it out of their ass.
Yep.
I get it. They could dig it up. But I'm not blaming it, D, man. I'm not. Those fucking guys were gassed.
They were
gassed.
They were gassed, and they
should have been gassed.
And here's the thing: and people want to blame Dable. They want to blame. I mean, listen, man. This is the NFL. You're playing the best of the mother effing best. What do you expect? This is the AFC Championship. You're not playing the fucking New York Jets.
You're playing Patrick fucking Mahomes, man. You're playing the fucking supposedly the heir apparent to Tom fucking Brady. Are you fucking kidding me? And our quarterback went out there in the end and said, fuck you. I got one left in me.
You're fucking right.
Here you fucking go. Take that and shove that up your fucking prima donna primping ass across the fucking field, okay?
You got it.
But in the end, the defense was gas, and I don't fucking blame them, man. I don't. Did I hate it? Did it fucking suck? It fucking sucked.
Listen,
I had a cigar out. I'm ready to light that bitch up. I'm going to fucking have a good time. I'm going to send you a good fucking song. Didn't fucking happen, bro.
I hear you, man.
Didn't fucking happen. Listen, man.
Let me break something down for a lot of folks. 30 first downs for the Kansas City Chiefs, 21 first downs for passing first downs compared to the Bills' 14, right? 7 rushing first downs to our 9. That's included with Josh Allen running for his 11 rushings, right? 2 first down. So, and here's the thing, 8 for 13 on third downs. And they went 1 for 1 on fourth. Okay. So they were pretty efficient today. That's a good freaking offense with Andy Reid. You got Tyreek Hill. You got Travis Kelce, one of the best, if not the best tight end in the game. You got a solid O-line led by Creed Humphrey, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, McKinnon. They got a lot of explosive players on that team. Like, I'm not mad at this. This was just, and we took them right, and we took them right to the end. We took them right to the end.
Exactly. Here's the fucking main thing people fucking forget. These motherfuckers have been to the Super Bowl for the past 2 fucking years.
This is 4.
Okay, so they know the game.
Yeah, they know.
They've been there. They know what it takes. This is that.
4.
I don't fucking. What's that? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
4 straight AFC championship. They're going. This is the
Thank
4th.
you.
They're going to the 4th straight. They've been there. They know.
4 straight, yes. And they've been to 1 Super Bowl or 2 Super Bowls.
2 Super Bowls, and they won 1. So, that's a damn good
so
team.
they know what the deal is, man.
You know it, man.
They know what pressure is. They know what this is.
This is tough.
I'm saying our boy Josh Allen showed the fuck up. He showed the fuck up, and he showed out.
You're damn right.
So anybody's got a gripe about that shit, fuck them. Jump to another fucking team. Hey, jump to fucking Miami. go hang out with Tua for a while, okay?
Go hang out with Tua and Kevin.
Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. But you get what I'm saying, bro. I mean,
I get it.
I don't blame the team, man. They got fucking gas, man. I could see it. They were gas, bro.
It was tough today.
Gas.
It was definitely tough.
It was tough, man.
Jeff King, you have been a
brother.
Breath of fresh air. Obviously, we're going to keep in touch, obviously, but you've been a breath of fresh air. I love these phone calls. I wasn't going to take any phone calls today, but I'm glad I got you and Fabricio calling in. That's passion. And I need to hear from other people.
Listen, man, I feel bad for Fabricio, okay? Give him my number, man, okay?
Fabricio was crying.
I know he was. I feel bad for the dude, bro.
Hey, man, some people, man, they bleed the Bills, man. They feel it. They're like, oh.
I've been bleeding that shit for 44 years, man. I got over the crying part, okay?
Jeff King, man, I love you, man. We'll talk soon, buddy.
All right, brother. Be well, man.
You got it, buddy. That's my guy, Jeff King. Listen, I got a big super chat from my man, Gary Godshaw, a valued viewer, and I appreciate you, Gary. Gary comes in and says, hey, Rico, how about this? We got a top 3 team, a top 3 QB, a top 3 defense. Heartbreaking that we missed this shot at a ring, but let's effing go. When's the last time you finished a season not disappointed in a final performance? Bills by $1 billion. I'm hurt, but I'm not disappointed. I'm hurt that we lost this game because I know how Bills fans feel. I know how the city of Buffalo feels, although I don't even live there, but I communicate with you all daily. I chat with you guys every week, 3 times a week. Trust me when I tell you, I know how y'all feel because I'm feeling the same way you guys are feeling. You feel me? But we got to talk about it. By the way, Donna Moore says, thanks for keeping it positive, Rico. Our Bills did great, but still real bummed. We still need we still need some BF swag. Oh, don't worry about that. You know I'm gonna get you, my girl. We always gonna have that BF swag. But this one does hurt. It's a hurtful one. It really is a hurtful one. Bobby Glean is still not over it. 13 seconds, man. And this is gonna be talked about. This is gonna be talked about at length by people. 13 seconds is going to be the headline everywhere. What could we have done in 13 seconds? Couldn't we have played this defense? Couldn't we have played that defense? When Leslie Frazier goes for more interviews, what the hell are you thinking with that 13 seconds? What defense did you dial up? What was happening, right? Maybe he dialed up the right defense. Maybe players were trying to jump the gun and make a play, and they made the wrong read, and they allowed Kelsey and Travis and freaking Tyreek Hill to find their holes. It's tough. You can replay this, and it's going to be hurtful. I'm going to watch this game again, and I'm not watching the whole freaking game. I'm watching the 4th quarter and on because that's where crucial things happen. But that 64-yard Tyreek Hill, that was killer. That was soul snatching. You feel me? Because we all game long we held him in check and we missed tackles. We let him slip by, and here he goes for 64 yards. Outruns everyone. That's tough, man. That's me being a better athlete than you and winning my one-on-one. It's as simple as I can explain it. Skyline says nothing to be proud of. Nothing to be proud about with our defense performance. An embarrassing showing. They let J17 down and the rest of the offense. I disagree because let me put it this way. Because there's a lot of fans that are not understanding what the deal is. This is a team that were averaging 36 points in the last 8 games. 36 points in the last 8 games. We had this team held to 14 points at half. They're not used to being at 14 points at half. We held them to 14 points at half. Into the 3rd quarter, it was 23? 23 what? The 3rd quarter is when it really, the 3rd quarter, listen, the score was 21-26, if my math is correct. 23-21. All right? That was 3rd quarter. It's the 4th quarter. 4th quarter, you guys know it. When you play football, you put your 4s up because you know when everybody's gassed and you know you got to dig deep. Both teams dig deep to the point where we had to go to freaking overtime. I don't want to hear that this defense let us down. Yo, they did their job, but we got tired. Motherfucker, we got tired. This happens. And the other team made more plays than us. Simple as that. I mean, there's no more. I don't understand what more I need to tell y'all, man. This was a damn good game. We were on the losing end. We just didn't make enough plays. Todd Baker says, Todd Barker says, yo, let's be real. JA wins the coin. We probably win. It's a freaking flippable coin. Seriously speaking, that defense was not stopping us. That defense was not stopping. Once Josh got in the freaking zone, that defense was not stopping us. And I freaking put my I'm not gonna put my kids on it, but I put a lot on that shit. You feel me? Like you give Josh Allen that tails call and it falls on tails, or if he called heads or whatever whatever he didn't get, he gets it. We get the ball. You know we're marching and scoring on that shit, and then we ain't talking about shit. You know that, but it happened to be Mahomes' time. It's just what it is, man. My man Barry Cumberbatch comes says, Rico, that's what we said last year. We'll be back next year. I'm frustrated. Oh, we're all frustrated. Yo, just because you see me putting on a brave face, if you will, I don't even want to use that. But just because you see me talking the way I'm talking right now, it don't mean that I'm hurt. It don't mean that I'm pissed off. They don't mean that, you know what I'm saying, I'm frustrated. Yo, I'm hella frustrated. Hella frustrated because I'm not done talking about my goddamn team. I still want to cover this team. I still got a lot of juice left in me, but it's the way the cookie crumbles. Tyler Kirkwood comes in with a big super chat and says, hey, I'm just trying to figure out what we need as far as personnel or need to do better when it comes to execution. Buffalo may have to start from ground zero. It's possible we lose both coordinators. It is possible we lose both coordinators. Now, here's my humble opinion, and I'm going to get into this in future shows, and I asked this question last week. Just because you see Devin Singletary running really well the last few games, are you really ready to ignore the run game in free agency? Are you really ready to ignore the run game in draft and say, you know what, we got our running back in Devin Singletary. We're fine. Well, what did today prove to you? We got no help from the run game. Not because it's his fault. It's just that we didn't have enough explosive plays. There were plays that Devin Singletary was in. If he just had more burst, he's gone. You know what I'm saying? Or chunk plays, right? I'm gonna say it again, man. Ain't nobody fearing who we have in the run back in the backfield. So are we going to address the running room? The O-line seems to be all right. My man Spencer Brown has got to get better. He had some moments today that really screwed us. But he's a rookie. What do you expect? You know what I'm saying? It happens. It happens. But Tyler Kirkwood, I appreciate that, man. There's a lot that we need to handle, but it's just what it is. Joshua Mullen, thank you for becoming a member of the Bing Squad. Welcome to the Bing Squad, my G. I appreciate you, man. But fam, we're good. It's gonna be a long offseason to really get over this one. I don't know. Does this one hurt more than last year? That's a question for y'all. Does this loss hurt more this year in this moment than it did last year? I mean, don't forget, last year was for the AFC Championship game. Or is this one more hurtful because we played the same team again and they beat us, and we thought we put the roster together to beat this team, and here we are. It's a tough one. As far as I can tell, when to get better in the run game, more physical play on both sides of the line of scrimmage, and better tackling, or that. I don't know. Listen, tackling was an issue today. It's been an issue, and we chose it to be an issue today. Today, man, Tyreek Hill was just an absolute problem. He was a problem today. He was backing up. He was going forward. It was a whole bunch of stuff, man. It really was. This coming from this is a comment from the wifey. Wifey says, yo, it's hard for him to get all the super chats because they disappear fast, guys. Trust me, he tries, but it's impossible. I'm gonna get to him, my girl. I'm gonna get to him. I'm scrolling slowly so I don't go past them, because once I go past them, it's a wrap. I'll never get to them. So I'm scrolling. I'm getting to them late. 45 yards in 13 seconds is ridiculous. Well, we actually did less than that. We did 3 plays in less than that time. I think it was we did a lot of work in that, man. We did a lot of work in that, and to get that, because we here's the crazy part. We needed to score. That's the level of difficulty and the pressure with 1 minute and 4 seconds left, and to score at that. A lot of people would have said, yo, the game is a wrap. It's over with. It's over with. It's done. But the fact that Josh Allen brought us back to even give us an opportunity for the 13 seconds that you guys are lamenting on, fam, come on, son. Y'all are dismissing that we may have not even had that opportunity if not for Josh Allen. Real talk. We would not have had that opportunity if not for our quarterback. But you guys want to sit here and talk about 13 seconds. I get it. But it's what it is, man. My man Maybach says, yo, Rico, stop trying to soften that uppercut. Bills blew 2 years in a row. Kind of like we blew your back out last game. I don't know why Pats fans are in this bitch. Didn't we blow your back out? Shouldn't you still be in your wheelchair? Stick the IV in you, get your fluids in, you know what I'm saying, and nurse your back. Because we blew the fuck out of your back. I don't know what you talk about, son. I mean, you trying to bring the hood out of me. I don't want to do that. I'm not trying to do that, man. I'm trying to keep it cool. I'm trying to be cool, man. But Pats fan can't be talking, man. We blew the shit out of your back. Man, I got in the guts. We got all up in your guts. I don't know what you're talking about. We laid 47 points on your black. Boy, we laid 47 points on y'all, man. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear no talk from the Pats fans. Y'all need to just go figure out what you're doing at quarterback and figure out what you're doing on that defense, that overpaid defense. Straight up. And this ain't it but the Patriots. I mean, it is what it is. Minor Roldman says, hey, Josh did what he needed to do. Defense coaching lost us this game, which makes this loss even worse with a defensive head coach. Josh and our offense deserve better. Well, let me tell you something, folks. This very defense that you guys are shitting on is the very defense that got us to where we are today. If not for this defense, we probably aren't here where we are today. We held the Patriots to 17 freaking points. 17 points. You feel me? There were a lot of games that offense did not show up, and the defense had to hold us down. Let's be real. Let's keep it 100. You know what I mean? Let's. So the defense, you guys want to, you know what I mean, blame the defense, and I totally get it. You got to put the blame and point the blame somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I clicked that on by accident. But I'm gonna tell you, man, we got here for a reason. Now, do we have to revisit several things on this defense? Absolutely. Absolutely. Bobby Glean says, yo, it's not about Josh Allen, it's about our defense, 13 seconds. Well, like I said, our defense Josh Allen gave us the opportunity to even get there. So you can't it's not about Josh Allen. It is. He got us there because we probably wouldn't have been there if not for Josh. By the way, shout out to my man, Sheldon Bradshaw. Welcome to the Big Squad. What's up, my man? Now, do we have some adjustments to make on defense? Absolutely. Do we have to address a few things? You damn right. Do we have to address the cornerback room? We should have addressed it this year, but we didn't. We felt that we were really good with what we had. So guess what? We felt that we were just fine at the cornerback room. Will we have to address it this year coming up? Absolutely. Will we have to address the linebacking room? It's potential. Yes, we might have to. We might have to. Are we pleased with Tremaine Edmonds? There are some Tremaine Edmonds truthers out there that will say, no, Tremaine was not the issue. I must just say this about Tremaine. Tremaine wasn't the sole liability today. The one thing that I would have liked to see from Tremaine is a play. Make a play. You know what I'm saying? Bat ball, interception, big sack, something that stood out. But he didn't stand out. And I think that's what people's issues is. He doesn't stand out with playmaking ability. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be on someone, Milano didn't have a great game. There was a few times Milano got beat. You know what I'm saying? So pointing the finger is easy. You can point the finger. You know what I'm saying? But that was a damn good offense you're playing. You're playing a very good offense, a very explosive offense. It's just the cookie didn't crumble our way. The cookie did not crumble our way. And it's unfortunate because there was a lot of good things that happened in this game, but a lot of good things are erased because of our inability to keep Kansas City from moving the ball on us. We couldn't stop them. That's the unfortunate part. Timo says, yo, we played a great game in their house. Very difficult to play away, especially there. Although sad, very proud. Both teams had lost the opportunity. Like, listen, nobody wants either team to lose, but somebody had to lose this game. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had to lose this game, and unfortunately, it was us. So we are where we are, man. Bill's Godfather says, yo, Rico, what position do we draft or acquire will take us to the next Super Bowl? Off the top of my head, that's going to take us to the next level. A freaking pass rusher, man. I'm still on it. I don't know. Epinesa, I don't know. I don't know if Epinesa's that dude. You know what I'm saying? Boogie Basham, we'll see. He's only in his second year. He's only in the first year. I mean, we're going to see more about you know what I'm saying, Greg Rousseau, but we need to get home. Mario Addison was our leading freaking sack artist with 7 sacks this year, but frick's sake, he's 34 years old, man. He's 34 years old, and he was the guy, our leading sack guy. I want like someone to wreck the game. You are a game wrecker. You know what I'm saying? You get a guy, you know what I'm saying, like UB product Khalil Mack, like a product like that. But when you go to the, I mean, we're gonna be picking mid-20, like low 20s. You know what I'm saying? Around that time, around that mark, mid-20s. So here we are. I mean, that's the only thing that can stand out to me right now. Maybe be looking at running back. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. We need we lack explosive receivers. We lack explosive players. You know what I mean? A player like a Deebo Samuel, you put the ball in his hands, let him do what he does. We just lack that. Stephon Diggs is that dude. He's an elite receiver, but just he was not part of the game plan today. And I can't understand why you don't make him part of your game plan as your number one guy. Did they take him away? Did we have such elite coverage over top of him? I'd have to watch the game again. I'm curious to see how that played out. Josh just hopped in the chat. This is my man McNizzle says, yo, just hopped in the chat. I think Bills Mafia should call this game the coin toss game because everyone knew whoever won that toss was going to win. That's facts. I was sitting there, we're talking about father-in-law, and we're watching this thing. I was like, honestly, man, he was asking me, like, what is it about this game? Like, how does it work when it comes to the coin toss? What happens? I'm like, well, whoever wins this one gets the ball first. And then as I'm talking about it, you see Kansas City do this. I was like, this is not good. That's exactly what I said. This is not good. If we got the ball, I would have said, let's go. We got this shit. But this is not good. And lo and behold, here it is. It's a tough one, man. We lost a very tough game. And I'm gonna tell you this: as much as I'm being cool and I'm trying to, you know what I mean, understand how we lost this game, yo, I'm pissed inside, man. I'm mad pissed inside. And I'm gonna be up for a minute. I ain't going to bed yet. I can't go to bed. I cannot go to bed just yet. I won't be able to. There's no way. I don't know how y'all can go to bed, but I certainly will not be able to go to bed tonight. J. Joe comes in with a super chat and says, yo, bro, what a great game. You guys are tough. Rivalry for years to come. Keep your head up. Easily could have been us with the lost respect. I rock with the channel since last year. Keep up the good work. I appreciate you, J. Joe, Chiefs fan with some respect. He knows what it is, man. That was a tough game. I'm going to keep talking on J. Joe. That was a tough game. It could have went either or. Flippable coin toss. All we had to say was heads or tails, whatever the hell it ended up being. And whoever got that one would have probably won the game. You know what I'm saying? There was big plays. I mean, shit. If we're talking about we couldn't stop in 13 seconds, they had Gabriel Davis go for 200 yards. 200 yards with 8 receptions. They're probably looking like, what the hell? If we let Gabe Davis go for 200 yards, what the hell is Jamar Chase going to do to us? What the hell is T. Higgins going to do to us? You know what I'm saying? And here's the funny part. We match up way better against the Bengals, you know what I mean, than we do against the Chiefs. But that's just the way things played out. It sucks. It really does suck, man. It really does suck. We match up way better against, I mean, if we beat the Chiefs, bro, we would have spanked the Bengals. There's no way Joe Beasley was going to do that to us. Yo, Jamar Chase is a good damn player. T. Higgins is a good player, but they're not Tyreek Hill. They're not Travis Kelce. And Tyreek Hill possesses a problem. You got Pringle. You got freaking Robinson. Those guys possess speed. That's something the Bengals don't have. Great receivers. Tyler Boyd is good. Great receivers, but just not like this team. This team is different. And, I mean, I really could care less who the fuck wins the Super Bowl. I really could care less. But here we are. It should be the freaking Bills, man. I'm telling you, man. It should be us up there, but we're sitting here talking about this, man. Fireball says, yo, I love you, Bills Mafia. Man, we all love Bills Mafia, man. I mean, we're hurting right now, but we'll be back. We'll be back talking our shit, and we'll be back to, you know what I mean? We got it next year. You know what I mean? I haven't heard any press conferences yet. I'm looking to go listen to the press conferences afterwards, but I need to get all this out. And if you guys, you know what I mean, you guys know the number, man. Bing Squad, if you guys want to call in right now and express yourself and let me know how you feel, let me know. This is your opportunity. Stanley Wilson comes in here. What's up, Rico? Here from Titans Country. What up, fam? Man, I know the feeling. I even signed the bandwagon sheet for y'all to go all the way, man. Damn, dude. Yo, the same way y'all feel sick when y'all lost, you know what I'm saying, to the Bengals is the same way. But this one hurts because the Chiefs was a team that, like, we know we can play with them. We beat them this year. Different teams. We're both different teams going to this game. You can tell. We're shot for shot. You give me a headshot, I give you a body shot. You come with a body shot, I give you a headshot. You come with a left hook, I give you a right hook. It was just back and forth. Back and forth. It was just a matter of, yo, who got the last haymaker in? And they got the last haymaker. It's that simple, man. But Titans fans, Bills fans, Packers fans, Tampa Bay fans, yo, we're all sitting here sick. We are sick, but somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose. That's what it ends up. That's what it ends up. It ends up being that way. It ends up being that way. Hold on. My man Jeff King is calling in. Jeff King, you back at it again.
Titans fans.
You're still on the air, man.
I'm still on the air, buddy.
Okay, I'm watching these douchebags come in there with all their fucking things.
All right. Give me.
Man.
Yeah. Go ahead. What are you going to say?
Let these motherfuckers get something straight, man, okay? You Pats fans and all you other fucks, okay? You're sitting home. You're sitting fucking home right now, okay? We made it to the next level. You didn't. So shut the fuck up. What pieces of shit we are. We ain't going to do this. We ain't going to do that. Because when Bill Belichick is gone, you understand this much? You're going back to the 1985 Bears where they kicked your ass 53 to zip. You got that?
My man Jeff King is letting y'all have it. Jeff, we're going to talk afterwards. I'm going to finish the show.
Paul Costa, fuck you. Maybach, fuck you.
You got it, buddy.
Okay? All right, brother. Be good.
You be good. We're hurting. Bills fans are hurting. Bills fans are hurting. But we have extra hate for the Patriots. I don't know why the Patriots are in here. Y'all can suck a dick, for real. And I'm trying not to cuss today. Todd Barker says, yo, I just want to be positive for a second. If we are in a window, if we were in our window, you are wrong. This team is perpetually getting better. We have years of winning. Of course, we have years of winning. Let me tell you something, man. We go 20 years plus of being in the basement, not being able to win, and going through quarterback after quarterback after quarterback. Yo, we finally got a quarterback. So I'm going to repeat what someone told me the other day. Yo, Peyton Manning came in as the number one pick in the damn league, and it took him 7 years before he won his first. Chill out. There's a lot of time. I'm sitting here like, yo, I don't got time. I want my damn championship now. Right? We're in the era of microwave. I've used this analogy before, and I'm going to use it again. There's the slow cooker, and there's the microwave. We are in an era now where we put it in the microwave, we nuke it, and we get what we want right this second. It's going to take 60 seconds. Cool. Slow cooker, you got to let it marinate. You got to let it sit. You got to let it really get that flavor. And maybe it's just not our time. Maybe it's just not our time. It's clear not our time yet. We're just not marinated enough. We're not seasoned enough. Once we're seasoned enough for great taste, then we'll get our championship. And maybe then it'll be just as sweet. It will be. You know what I'm saying? We'll get it when it's really time for us to be that team. Josh is only, 25 years old? Fam, we got another 10 years of this guy. 10 years. You feel me? Now, we may get nothing in the 10 years. Or next year could be our time. Don't forget, Aaron Rodgers ain't going to be here forever. Tom Brady ain't going to be here forever. There's a lot of old heads that are not going to be here forever. Phillip Rivers is gone. Peyton Manning's been gone. Drew Brees is gone. Yo, the new era is here. You feel me? So, and we have one of the top quarterbacks in the game. You know, we're not in purgatory searching for a quarterback. You feel me? Like we could be the Tennessee Titans right now. Right now, the Tennessee Titans are pissed off with Ryan Tannehill. What do you do with Ryan Tannehill? Guess what? He takes a dead cap of $28 million. You got another year of Ryan Tannehill. You feel me? Who else can I name? Like, who do you want to be? Like, I can go through it. You want to be the freaking Chicago Bears right now? You know, say with a young quarterback, we don't know what's going on with them. They keep going back and forth between the two. You want to be, I mean, I'm thinking of all these playoff teams, but I'm like, you want to be Miami with Tua Tagovailoa? Like, we could be a lot of teams right now with huge question marks at quarterback, and every year you're searching for it. We've been there. We finally found our guy that takes us to the AFC Championship last year, takes us to the divisional round this year. Trust me, we're going to be winning that division for a long time. We're going to have our opportunity, and we'll get the job done. It just wasn't our turn. It wasn't our time. It's just what it comes down to, man. Raymond Ramirez says, yo, Allen gave us Brady levels of faith. He can keep us in any game. I'm not even mad. Legendary alpha man shit, future Hall of Fame level, go shit, Bills in 2023. I'm going to say this, though. If I'm going to be critical, when your offense puts up the points and brings you back twice, you feel me, to get you the lead and then get you to tie the game, like, get you the 3-point lead and all that stuff, this is where, as defense, you come together, you put your heads together, but yo, this guy brought us to where we need to be. Let's make a stop. Problem is, you're going up against a really good quarterback in Pat Mahomes. It's just one of those things, man. It just wasn't our time. It wasn't our moment. And here we are. So that's what it comes down to, man. Bryce Denny says, yo, what's the number for me to call? For you to call, you got to be a Bing Squad member. Only Bing Squad members are able to. That's a perk that they get for being a member of the BF Squad. So I got to keep it true to my Bing Squatters. So if you guys are frustrated, you guys want to call, y'all know what to do, man. You guys know the drill. Matt Ward says, yo, I feel him, man. I'm curious. They didn't bring Saron Neal in like they did the first game, especially in the big pass situations. It's interesting that they did that, right? Now, they brought Saron Neal in. Don't forget, they brought Saron Neal a lot more into that game because we were missing Matt Milano. Matt Milano was not in this game, was not in the previous game. So you needed something to kind of give me some, I guess, to give some coverage, some coverage ability, right? Because he's a kind of bigger safety. He's a safety / nickel. So they got him to kind of, tag along on Travis Kelce. But now that Milano is back, Milano takes his role. I mean, as the starting middle linebacker / weak side, strong side linebacker, they go back. They play big nickel. So it allowed them to do what they did. But no Saron Neal because we had Matt Milano. And Matt Milano, it was ironic enough, was what got beat on the very last play, which was a very good play. And this is a side note. I don't ever want to hear Tony Romo call a Bills game ever again. I used to think it was cute that he was doing all his good stuff. Oh my God, Jim, did you see that, Jim? Oh, Jim, the game might not be over, Jim. Fuck off. Yo, real talk. Yo, go call another game. I don't want to hear this guy talk about, oh God, Jim, maybe the game's still going on. I don't know if he got his both 2 feet in there. Oh, did the ball bubble? Bitch, you knew he caught the ball. We all saw it. I'm sick and tired of Tony Romo. I actually did not want Tony Romo calling our game. Bobby Ray says, yo, agree to disagree, man. Mahomes is that dude. He is that dude, man. You can't dismiss Patrick freaking Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes could have easily been the quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, and we'd be loving Patrick Mahomes. But that's not the way it played out. Pat Mahomes is a fantastic quarterback, and he's going to be a top quarterback in this league for a long-ass time. The beautiful thing about this situation is Pat Mahomes is going to be facing us again. And again, and again. And the tough part about it is Pat Mahomes is going to be facing Justin Herbert in that division again and again. So it's going to be tough, man. I got to take another phone call. I got another phone call coming in. This is a 613 number. I recognize this number. Who's this?
This is Bryce. I watched the Bills game tonight. Are you
Bryce.
Buffalo Fanatics?
I'm Buffalo Fanatics, man. This is Rico. What's happening, Bryce?
Rico.
Talk to me, man. What's on your mind?
Oh, fuck, man. That was rough.
That was rough, man. How you feeling right now? How you feeling?
That was hard to watch. I've been a Bills fan my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you pointing fingers at anyone specifically?
I'm not pointing fingers, really.
Okay.
I drank a lot of beer tonight. I'm a little bit hammered, but...
Mm-hmm. Like a lot of people?
But like... No, like Josh Allen, he played a amazing game. Amazing game.
Facts.
Gabriel Davis, Gabriel Davis was a god tonight. The like what I think happened tonight was a lot of choking by the defense.
Choking?
You said it a lot tonight.
You think
You said a lot tonight.
You think they
said a
choked?
lot so far, but
You think the defense choked today?
13 seconds. You said it like, yeah, and I agree, like, you shouldn't let that happen in 13 seconds.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just what it is, man. It happens. It happens. We just didn't make enough plays. It's just what it comes down to. 13 seconds, gassed or not, because somebody mentioned that, you know what I mean, the other team was gassed too. You're right. And they were missing some good players on that team too. It's just that one team.
No, I agree. Like Matthews went out way early. They were missing Thornhill went out. Drawn Reed got hurt at one point.
Yep.
Like there was a lot of shit that happened.
Absolutely, man. There were some injuries in this game, and we came in very healthy.
Yeah.
And we just
and we blew it. And
we didn't make enough plays. We just didn't make enough plays. That's what it comes down
to. No.
That's it.
No, I agree. Like, oh my God, like how can you Gabriel Davis broke records.
Oh, my man's phone died. Gabriel Davis was fucking fantastic today. Gabriel Davis was freaking fantastic. Yo, Scott Easter comes in with a super chat and says, yo, 13 seconds is not a lifetime. Cut the shit. Frazier screwed us. Defense being gassed is trash. What are y'all on tonight, man? This only happens to the Bills. Get real. No, this doesn't just only happen to the Bills. Because the Bills never had a defense, an offense like this, and a defense like this. You know what I'm saying? And when they had it, you got to go all the way back to the 90s. It's been a minute. You feel me? So I know it sucks. It sucks, man. We lost. It's just what it is, man. It's just we just didn't make enough plays. That's what it comes down to. We didn't make enough plays. And really, it came down to a flip of a coin. Because I trust me when I tell you this, we're not talking about this. We're talking about, yo, this defense was gassed if we win this game. But man, thank God we had Josh Allen because he bailed us out. It happens. And sometimes the defense bails us out, but this time it just wasn't our time. It's just what it is, man. It just wasn't our time. It just wasn't our time. And that defense for the Chiefs wasn't great. It wasn't great. We just didn't do enough. We didn't run the ball. We didn't run the ball well enough. We didn't make the crucial plays we needed to at the end. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes some people say that we punted when we shouldn't have punted. We should have went for it. That would have changed everything. Like a whole lot of things, man. If we tackled, it would have been a lot better, man. But we didn't. We missed a lot of tackles. It just was a rough game. Defensively, it was a rough game for the defense. Defense will tell you that, man. Dude, let me tell you something. Defense today allowed 552 yards. That's the most amount of yards we've allowed all year long. 552 freaking yards. Allen threw for over 300 yards today. He threw for 329 yards. Pat Mahomes threw for 378 yards. That's the most this defensive backfield has been gashed all year. 378 freaking yards. It wasn't about the run. Everybody talking about, oh, our run game is terrible. Nah, man. And our best, and here's the thing, our best asset on this defense is the defensive backfield. That's the crazy part. But we didn't get after the quarterback. We didn't put enough pressure because that was, I mean, let's keep it a buck here. If we're going to keep it a buck and y'all want me to go there, I'll go there. We didn't put enough pressure up front on Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes had time. When you have time, you're able to dice this up all day, every day. We didn't get enough pressure. We had Jerry Hughes on the field. We had Mario Addison on the field missing tackles. We had Ed Oliver that got a sack today at least. You feel me? But Greg Rousseau was going outside and not coming. I mean, there was so many things you can place the blame on. We didn't get enough pressure on Mahomes, and Mahomes was able to escape and make plays with his feet and make plays with his legs. It's that simple. No different than what Josh Allen was able to do. Escape the pocket, make plays with his feet, first down here, we went 4 for 4 on fourth downs because we made plays. Just defense didn't make enough plays on their end. It's that simple. It's tough, man. That, like I said, I'm gonna say it again. I said it first time and I'll say it again. That 13 seconds is gonna sit with us for a long time. That 13 seconds is gonna sit with us for a long freaking time. Nick Mucha says, yo, Josh Allen is going to win us a championship sooner than later. He's undeniable. I love that. We watched him with all the team. We watched him with the team to victory today. We'll be back. Oh yeah, we'll definitely be back, man. But this is a beautiful league, man. This league, you could be here in the AFC Championship last year, in the divisional round this year, and then next year you miss the playoffs, or you get bounced out in the first round. It's tough, man. You think the freaking Packers are sitting here like, the hell, we had a bye week and then we lose to the 49ers and they didn't even score an offensive touchdown? Are you freaking kidding me? There it is. There it is. It's tough. It's tough, man. It's really tough to swallow, but here we are. Sitting here, you mean saying woulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, but I mean, shit. We are where we are, fellas. We are where we are. Scott Easter comes in and says, hey, I'm not beat for the moral victory, though. He said, I'm not beat for the moral victory, BS. Jeff King sounds like an idiot tonight. Give me what you guys are on. No other team dropped the ball badly today. Scott Easter is taking this loss hard. And I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Everybody's got their opinions on it. Scott, you feel like the defense just completely dropped the ball and we just messed up. And a lot of people are going to look at it that way. But really comes down to it. Thomas Jones just said it. 13 seconds on a coin flip. 13 seconds on a coin flip, right? It's just what it is, man. Some people are saying, hey, Clark says, yo, it's 13 seconds. Is 13 seconds the new wide right? Here's the thing, man. Let me tell you something about when you have a team that possesses a lot of speed, all right? When you have a team that possesses a lot of speed, it does two things to people. It has you grabbing people's shirt, and then you get the holding call, or it has you playing off because you don't want to get beat deep. That's what it does to you. And I think, in my opinion, and I got to go back and watch it, that's exactly what this defense was doing. They were covering the sideline, keeping things inside, not wanting to get beat deep, but giving up the plays to let Pat Mahomes march up and kick that damn field goal. I mean, it's tough, man. But we were, like people say, man, 13 seconds away from taking that 3-point win and moving it on. Moving it on, man. By the way, shout out to my man, Ben Crook. It's 4:30 a.m. in the UK. Don't think I guess you don't think it'll stay on. I don't know what's going on. But I'm going to keep rocking because there's a lot of people rocking with me right now. But, fam, 13 seconds, it hurts. I get it. Scott Easter, I get you, fam. I get you. It's a tough one. Shout out to my guys, Tennessee Titans Weekly. We feel your pain. Yo, these brothers, I was on the show with these guys already. Talking about, like, they were wishing that we could win this game. The Tennessee Titans, I mean, we feel you. Like, we could have, they would have preferred that they lose to the Chiefs. They didn't want to lose to the Bengals. And I was like, I mean, listen, it don't matter who you lose to. It just hurts to lose, period. And it's a tough pill to swallow. My guys, Jacques and Hawk, man, they've been supportive. They've been the crew. We've had a lot of Titans people in the chat, showing love. We are in the same position, man. We're hurting. But forget the entertaining part of it, right? This game was very entertaining, but somebody has to lose, and it sucks. It really does suck. It's garbage, man. It really is truly trash. LJ says, oh my God, now Rico saying gassed. I mean, the defense was gassed. I mean, I can tell you that they were gassed right from the freaking start. When I had Mr. freaking Harrison Phillips with the hands on the hips. But anyway, Tennessee Titans Weekly, I appreciate you. Hey, is this my man, Max?
Of course. Hey, you got
Max,
my number down.
I got you, fam. Max, talk to me, man. There's a lot of people that are upset. They don't like the fact that I'm not pissed off saying, fuck the defense fucked us. It's not me. I'm not doing that. I'm more disappointed. I'm disappointed.
My voice is shot.
Trust me.
Voice is shot. Yo,
shout
out Max from Dayton. Shout out Dayton. There was a party bus full of like 30 or 40 University of Dayton students from Buffalo that came to this place.
No doubt.
That I watched the game at.
No doubt.
And so the environment was crazy. It was like, it felt like a college football type, environment. It was amazing. But wow, before
you say anything, man,
I think
Dana says we didn't lose the game, we lost the coin toss. That's one way to look at it, man. Because if we got that coin toss,
maybe
we probably march up and win that game. But go ahead, Max. Tell me what's on your mind, man. Well, give me your thoughts.
Well, I mean, I predicted that if the Bills were going to lose, they're going to lose close, and if they were going to win, they were going to win by at least 10 points.
Yep.
And it was just crazy. I mean, this was the year of the the one-score games. We were 0 and I guess what we finished 0-6.
Yeah.
In games decided by one score. I will say on this game though, unlike the other games, all the other ones, resulted in Josh Allen throwing the interception like against the Jags, or Josh Allen not being able to come up clutch on 4th and 1,000,000. You know what I mean? Which, hey, you know what? This game was at 4th and 17 when he threw a touchdown to Gabe Davis. I mean, it was shaping up, and it was progression. I mean, because he stepped up. The thing with last year, the thing about last year is that game was, we were close to the Super Bowl.
I know.
So it was one game closer.
Yeah.
But we got destroyed, right? I mean, that game wasn't even close. And this game obviously was so close, but also it's the divisional round, right? So you still got a whole another game. Personally, I think the Bills would do maybe not quite I feel like if the Bills do hold on 13 seconds and win this game, I think they beat the Bengals. Not quite as bad as they did to the Patriots, but I think it would be, they would beat them handily, I think, but the Chiefs are going to go back to the Super Bowl, I think, and I think it's going to be a rematch, man. I think it's going to be 49ers and Chiefs again.
I hope
you believe
not.
that?
I hope not.
Nuts.
I hope not, because
That's
that
nuts.
would just,
hey, I think,
might as well just give the freaking Chiefs the damn victory if that's the case.
Yeah. Well, and I was driving back home and I was listening to the live show.
Yep.
And I'm kind of with you, man, on the whole, like, there's really no one to point fingers at.
You can't,
coach-wise. It's such bullshit. Like, that's ridiculous. It was just a great game. And, I mean, just as we want to get mad about 13 seconds, I mean, imagine how Chiefs fans felt when they kept seeing Gabe Davis wide open, like, all game long.
Absolutely.
Like, he was just – I know he ran some insane routes. I don't know if you saw the one where – I don't know if it was Tyrann Mathieu or somebody, but they fell over. It was like Taylor Gabriel in the Super Bowl.
Dude,
against the Patriots.
He made
Falcons,
him. He fell on
dude
skates.
Got turned around.
He turned him around and put him on his ass. What a route! Let me tell you something, man. If people want to get mad at this situation, but like, you got to look at what we've done. This is not right. What this offense. We haven't had a quarterback in a long time that could drive us back twice. You know what I'm saying? Let alone the first time, but again to bring us back into contention and to win the game, to give us the win. And then we fall apart. Like, come on, man. Like, you got to look. I know there's some bad things, and we're salty right now. But fam, this is a good ass team, man. We had a good team. It's just it didn't fall our way. It's just what it comes down to. Here's a super chat coming in. Max, you can stay on for this, man. We Be Sad Boy says, "Yo, why did we not squib there? That takes off 4 to 5 seconds. That leaves KC with one good passing play, and we probably win it off that. So many terrible calls. Now, Give me your take on that, and I'm gonna give you my take on that because I've talked about it. I'm gonna talk about it again.
Okay, I mean, if you want to compare it, how long did it take them? It took them 6 seconds? I think they were 7 seconds. I think it took them 6 seconds to get to the 41, their own 41.
Yeah.
And you're probably not going to take 6 seconds off the clock if you squib it, and they're probably going to get around the same field position. So, I mean, maybe if you believe in momentum, because I'm sure maybe the Chiefs got momentum after they got that first, 16-yard play to Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
I don't really think it makes a difference, honestly. You're looking at a chance to where, a guy like Hardman or Hill, whoever's on the field, busting one through and just running it all the way down into the end zone. They're so explosive.
Yeah. It's tough. Listen, man, there's 32 teams. The league is designed for each team to at least win a Super Bowl once. 32 teams. But guess what? It's about your roster. It's about do you have a good GM? There's a whole lot of things that play into this. And the fact that we have a great GM, we got a solid head coach, we got a lot of the great solid pieces. We just didn't put it together enough to win this game, man. So, you can't be mad, man. Like, we can't win it all the time. Not like we did, but it's going to be tough every single time. This was a great opportunity for us to be there and get there. We just fell short. We fell short. It sucks.
I mean, think about it. Like, can you maybe we can't definitively say that we are a better overall team, organization, infrastructure than the Chiefs, but can you really think of another team that is better than the Bills? Like,
no.
Look at the Rams. They have no draft picks. They literally keep throwing everything on the table. You look at other teams, the Bengals. I mean, I don't know. To me, they're still a little more unproven, right?
Listen,
I don't know. There's still more to prove, and I'm still not on board with them. But the 49ers, like, really, like, can you say that there is a team that has a better cohesion, top to bottom, quarterback, defense, offense, head coach, coordinators,
but
GM?
this is why
I don't think so.
This is why it's disappointing.
Which is awesome. We should be.
It's good and bad.
And
it's exciting and not exciting.
All that and we still lose, right?
It's exciting and not exciting because you can say that we have the quarterback, the defense, this, that, blah, 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 but then we lose. So it's like, what the hell?
Right. Yeah.
It's disappointing. And you asked me a question.
The way we lost.
You asked me a question when you were on the show the other day, and you said, "Is it a failure if the Bills don't win this game and we don't go to the Super Bowl?" And let me tell you something. We had over 700 votes. 700 people voted on this, and it was almost 50-50. It was like 52-40, 52-48 or something like that, right? And people were like, "Yo, how could you call this a failure? It's a great job. They did da. So I'm going to ask you right now, was it a failure based on how you saw this game ended? Was it a failure for these Bills? I don't know if my man is gone, if he's still there. Are you still there? Well, Max, if you're not there or if your phone is messing up, I'm going to let you be. But, yo, a lot of people don't know if they can't decide, was it a failure or not, because it was 50-50. Because I wasn't sure if I wanted to call it failure. I think I said it was a failure if we didn't win it, because we built this team to take this team down, and we're sitting here messing around and losing to the Chiefs in the fashion that we lost. And that's the killer part, man. We let them just march all over us and do us dirty. Shout out to my man Travis Sinet. Rico, the reason the D was gassed is because every time we got pressure, 15 made a play. They need to find a way to contain in the future. Too much time on the field for the defense. Listen, a lot of people are saying this is excuses. We're done with the excuses. You're absolutely right. It is an excuse. And if we're gonna keep it real, it's an excuse, because that team was just as it's just that we didn't make enough plays. I don't know how many times or how many ways I gotta say it. I mean, we did not make enough plays. You know what I'm saying? On a pas fait assez. I mean, do I gotta say it in French? You know what I mean? Pas assez. We didn't make enough. We didn't do enough. We didn't do enough. And it sucks, man. And we were put in a situation where we needed to make a stop. And pressure's on, everything's on, and let's see who can step up and make a play. And unfortunately, we let the ball drop. We dropped the ball. We dropped the ball, man. So salute to my guys, Tennessee Titans Weekly. I appreciate y'all, man. And we'll definitely link up in the near future. I'm sure we will, definitely, 100%. It would have been nice to, have you guys on, for the AFC Championship game, but we ain't going to be doing it. We ain't going to be doing it. Kevin Donovan comes in and says, yo, what do I know is that we definitely will get the chip out of Josh Allen someday soon. We're going to battle with them for many years. They got this one. They did get this one. And here's the crazy part, right? If Allen, I don't think Allen's going to let it, get to him like that, but we sitting with right now, you got the Chiefs. They got 2 wins on us the last year. You got the Chiefs with this game right now. So right now there's 3-1. They're 3-1 right now on our asses. If my math is correct. So this one does hurt, man. This one absolutely does work. So, and you don't think Allen is sitting there like, fuck, I'm down 3-1 to freaking Pat Mahomes. Damn. And the games that matter the most, I lost. I'm 0-2 to him in the playoffs. It's gonna sting. It's gonna sting. It's gonna hurt. And that's just what it is, man. It's just what it is. Luis Rojas says, yo, Rico, my man, it's just another one for the books, man. We know we have a star in Josh Allen, and we will get a Super Bowl sometime soon. Just anxious to see who steps up next season. So many things we got to do next season, man. As much as we want to talk about like the good things that we did, and we did some really good things, but man, do we have some things that we got to clean up. We definitely got to work on the trenches again. Continue the trenches. We've seemed to find the nucleus that works for the offensive side of the ball. It's the defense, man. The defense, we didn't affect the quarterback enough. I know we were number 1 in pressures. We pressured the team like crazy, but we don't finish. How many times have you heard me make jokes about we got to finish? You can't start the job and not finish, man. My wife would kick me out of the house if I started the job and didn't finish. She'd be like, yo, fam, you gotta finish your meal. You know what I'm saying? You got to finish this snack. The Bills are messing around playing with the snack. You had your opportunities to finish, but we could not finish. And it was apparent, man. How many times did we get after our guy, Mr. Pat Mahomes? How many sacks did he take? 2 sacks apiece. You know what I'm saying? And his sacks were like they lost 4 yards. Meanwhile, we're sitting here taking sacks for 16-yard loss. It hurts, man. It does hurt. It sucks. Bill Stampede comes in with a super chat and says, yo, 13 seconds. They should have had 3 linemen for a corner to cover. Basic football. Dable was bad most game facing Josh Allen runs. This one stings. Josh Allen is amazing. Frazier's fault or not, gassed or not, you need to make one play. And that's the one thing that I would have definitely changed. That's the one thing I would have definitely changed was 4 linemen is not necessary. You got to go with 3, maybe even 2. Maybe even 2. You know what I mean? And just have someone hover around the first down marker, you know what I'm saying? And know where they want to be and just sit there and have those 2 linemen or let him kill the clock. There's 13 seconds. Be in coverage. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just when you think about it in one instant, like shoulda, woulda, coulda. But that's probably what I would have done. 2 freaking linemen. I mean, we've played Madden a lot. You know what I'm saying? What do? We manually bring guys back. Put him in zone coverage. Put this guy on man. I mean, it's not Madden, but you catch what I'm saying? Because we don't want to freaking lose this game. Or put this guy in field position. Get 2 guys rushing the freaking quarterback. Let him tick time away, and then we go from there. But here we are. Bill Stampede, I appreciate that. Max, I apologize, man. You there?
Hey, sorry, I took my headphones out and hung up.
All good. But listen, I'm gonna read this super chat. I'm gonna read this super chat first, and then we'll get into our chatter. Eric Dulac comes in and says, yo, I lost my voice to this game. I hate that we lost, but I can't be mad at this game at all. At the beginning of the game, I was thinking whoever touches the ball last will win because no defense was stopping either side. Let's go Buffalo. I mean, it's just what it is, man. I think some people expect because we had the number 1 defense, like cut it out. Like this goes to Scott Easter, and I'm not just calling Scott Easter out. It goes to everybody. Cut it the fuck out. I'm gonna cuss when I have to say this. You know what? Hold on a second. Max, you're gonna be here. You're gonna join me. You're just gonna stay quiet for a quick second because I got something to say. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you guys to just be quiet for a quick second. Y'all keep talking about, oh, the Bills let us down. The Bills did this. The Bills did that. We had the number 1 defense. Cut it the fuck out. Don't forget who the Bills played this year. They played a whole bunch of fucking cupcakes. So that number 1 defense, cut it out. Stop acting like they were going to stop everybody they played. Every team they played that was legitimate, what they do. We played the Colts that had a freaking hell of a rush game, 240 plus freaking yards on us. Stop it. We played the Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans beat us 34 to whatever the case is. We played the freaking Chiefs. We beat the Chiefs, but guess what? We replayed the Chiefs again, and guess what they did to us? 378 yards rushing, another 170. Stop the BS. You are fooling yourselves if you thought this defense was going to stop this hyper freaking active offense. Cut it out. This was going to be who had the ball last in their hands. That's how this game ended up. Everyone and their mama knew that. So cut it out. I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, this defense let us down. Of course. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of plays in the game that could have changed the outcome of this. But it didn't. What I do know is that JA-17 marched us down the field twice, got us to get into field position and to score twice. Not only score twice, you know what I'm saying? He got us there. We had the game with a 3-point lead. But you guys are sitting here crying. What you guys should be saying is, yo, we got a freaking quarterback that's always going to put us in position to bring us to the dance and give us an opportunity every freaking year to win the Super Bowl. But y'all sitting here boo-hooing and crying about 13 seconds. Man, F your 13 seconds. This defense ain't the defense that you guys thought they were. You know what I'm saying? They're not who you thought they were. And guess what? We let the freaking Chiefs off the hook. Period. So I don't want to hear nothing about anybody, man. I had to get that off my chest. Sorry, Max. Sorry, Max.
You know what? Hey, I was going to give you 2 for the speech, but then I got to give you 3 for, the late and great Dennis Green, the GOAT.
Listen, man, I had to put him on there because everybody's talking. I mean, I get it.
Some Bill with the Bing.
I appreciate that. I mean, I get it. I get people are upset, but come on, man. Let's keep it all the way real. We played the freaking Washington freaking football team. We played the Jets twice. We played the Dolphins twice. We played the Panthers. We played the freaking Atlanta Falcons. Man, cut it out. Who on that team was scaring anybody? No one. No one.
We played three good quarterbacks all year long.
Honest to goodness,
we played one great quarterback, two decent quarterbacks, and then the rest were average or below average.
I just don't want to. I get
outside of Mahomes, who do we get? Tannehill and Wentz. Are those really?
Yeah, thank you.
I mean,
Wentz,
come on.
give me a break with Wentz. Wentz is fucking trash. So I don't want to hear anything from anybody talking about this mess and that. Listen, I'll keep it as real as I can, and that's the real. You know what I'm saying? This number one defense was it really a number one defense? Who the F do we play for us to be the number one defense?
We didn't play.
But the DVOA says that we were situationally better than this, that, and the third. Man, F all that. When it comes down to what the hell did your DVOA do for us today in this game? All right? The defense was a very good defense. Don't get me wrong. Very good defense. But we weren't like number one like that. We weren't number one like that. Yeah. Max Kamani, was it a failure? Well, I need to get your answer before I let you go because I'm not going to stay on too much longer. But was it a failure? Talk to me.
God, such a hard question.
I mean, you gave me the question.
And I know you right. And I know you don't want me to give the half because that's what my heart says. But
hey, give the answer that's on your heart.
No, it's a failure. But it's a failure.
I didn't even mean to come on this shit.
No. Stay there. So Max, give it to me.
Z-Bot. Oh, that's my guy.
Listen,
that's my guy
Max,
right
give
the
it
only
to
other guy I watch on this whole channel.
Give me the failure. If you think it was a failure, and then I'm gonna chop it up with my man Z-Bot for a little bit.
Yeah, it was a failure.
It was a failure. That's it. That's what I wanted to hear.
We didn't even make it to the AFC Championship game. We lost to the team that we strove to beat last year. Diggs, I don't know. Was it McKenzie that sat and watched this time? I thought.
It's tough.
Yeah, no, it's a failure, cut and dry. Honestly, every team who doesn't make every team that doesn't win the Super Bowl essentially is a failure. But it's all about context. It could be worse though.
It could be worse.
We could be the Packers or the Bucks even. Honestly,
listen, man, the Packers are sick right now. They don't know what to do with themselves. They're sick. They're sick.
But you know what? Hey, let me just say this. This is one thing we can rest our hats on for the next however long. It does worry me with how dominant Josh is on the ground because it looks like that might be something he would want to rely on for success. Mm-hmm. But still, this season proved it. With the defense we had, which, obviously number one, maybe not, but still really good.
Yep.
And the quarterback that we have, if all we have to do is get in. That's why it was kind of pissed me off when the Chargers didn't get in the playoffs, but the Raiders and the Eagles did. Because they got that. If you got that quarterback, man, that's the X factor.
It's the X factor.
If you got yourself an Allen, a Herbert, a Mahomes, a Brady, your team doesn't have to be that good.
Hell, freaking yeah, man.
Because they will wing themselves that. Because Gabriel Davis obviously great, but how many times do we see Brady or Mahomes throw to a guy like Gabriel Davis, who's not like Stephon Diggs or Tyreek Hill or Mike Evans? Rashad Perryman was the guy who had. Rashad Perryman had to walk off against us.
Oh yeah,
those really good quarterbacks. They make everybody else step up.
Max, and I got you, kid.
Listen, man, but we got that guy. Hey, we got that guy.
We have that guy.
Fine. Even if we go 11-6 again or 10-7, if we get in, it's fine.
I'm telling you, man. It takes a lot of teams years and years and years to find a quarterback, and we got our quarterback, and he's going to be taken to the dance every single time. Listen, tell Zippy, Jack, and Dara, I say what's up. I send them my love, and we'll definitely catch up.
Bell.
You got it. Hey. We'll talk soon, buddy.
Hey.
That's my guy, Max. Z-Bot. Before we get Z-Bot's thoughts on this, man, NFL feels scripted, man. I hate to say it. Are the Bills good until they get that? They get that what? That money, Bills? What the hell is Stampy talking about? Hold on a second. NFL feels scripted. I hate to say it. Are the Bills good until they get that ass Bills will suck again? It's like the WWE. NFL is a business. It says the entertainment purposes only. No, come on, man. I'm not going to talk about the NFL being rigged. That's just nonsense. In my opinion, that's just nonsense. Okay, Z-Bot.
Hey, let me just say, by the way, I did not mean that. When I entered the studio, I thought I was going back end. So I'm sorry for hijacking this shit.
Listen, you're not hijacking shit.
No, what? I am. I apologize. I did not. I wanted to come in and send you a private chat and tell you were Off. You were off. You were off. I'm sorry.
Talk to me. Say it. Tell me.
Listen, I'm saving a lot of this for tomorrow.
But save a lot for tomorrow. But give me a little bit, and then you can tell me. Hold on, I'm a Chiefs fan and came across this. I feel. Hold on a second. I'm a Chiefs fan and I came across this and this feed. I give you guys all the respect. Josh Allen is a beast, and he will win a Super Bowl in his time. It's gonna happen sometime soon, man. Sometime soon. All right. You said I'm off. I'm off. Tell me why I'm off, and then you can save it for live show tomorrow.
Rico, you're not blaming the D for that 13 seconds, man. Rico, dude.
I'm not blaming the defense.
I got to be honest with you, man.
I'm trying to defend the defense. People are like 13 seconds. You're making excuses.
Listen, man. Listen.
Go ahead.
And I'm being dead ass when I said I didn't mean to hijack this because I don't have it in me, man. I'll be real with everybody here, man. There are over 800 in here, man. I'll be real. Yeah. I've been crying for the last couple hours. I'm not lying, man. I've been staring at the wall, been crying. I'm not lying. I'm saving a lot of this for tomorrow. Yep. I got nothing. I can't say anything to anybody in here that's going to make anybody feel any better. Me and my dad actually just went for a midnight walk.
Yep.
Because we didn't know what to do with ourselves. We just felt like we needed to move.
Yes.
But I was watching you, and and I think that everybody in here needed somebody, and God bless you for being the person to come on here and give everybody some relief. But Rico, I need when I'm watching it, I need to tell you when you got to hold these boys accountable. 13 seconds, Rico. And I don't know in my life if I've ever seen a team in 13 seconds allow a team to set up shop. Rico, I don't. I don't.
So did the defense let us down?
Rico, of course they let us down, man.
Thank you. That's what I want you to say it. Say it. You mean they let us down? You know what I mean?
I just have such a tough time putting it into words. Listen, at the end of the day, I agree with you. It was going to come down to the last possession. I understand that. I completely agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
The way this game was going, both QBs were on fire.
Yes.
Okay. There is absolutely no excuse in the world to not only not squib that kick and run 6+ seconds off the clock, but to run a prevent defense. The Bills played that defense in the final 13 seconds like they were up a touchdown. They were up by 3. And they allowed the Chiefs' 2 best players a wide open field.
I didn't like that.
To get right down into field goal range for one of the better kickers in the league. And I'm so sick to my stomach because I allowed myself to believe that final 13 seconds meant nothing to the finality of that game.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie to you, Rico, and I keep it as real as, and I know you do too.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Rico,
You're sick. You're sick.
I'm about to be 25 years old this year, man. I'm a grown adult. Yep. And I got a goddamn beard. Okay. I'm a grown ass adult. I cried like a baby.
Yep.
And I hugged my dad when Gabe Davis caught that touchdown. And I said, Dad, it's happening. I said, I'm going to cry again right now, man. I can't even fucking take this.
I know.
I said, Dad, we're doing it. I said, Dad, we're going to the bowl. And you're talking about a guy who's in his late 50s, and he said, I've experienced it all. He goes, we got 13 seconds.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't think about it twice. And when I step back and look at it now, the fact that, one, I didn't take that into consideration.
Mm-hmm.
And 2, the fact that, because at the end of the day, Rico, the way I look at it is that only happens to the Bills. That only happens to the Bills. That's how I see that. Who else loses a game like that? I don't know how there's any excuse for what happened in that final 13 seconds. And I understand where you're coming from because I agree with you.
Yep.
This team was not a number one defense in the league. Those numbers were inflated. But at the end of the day, Rico, they were a damn good defense.
They were.
And they were a good enough defense to not allow a fucking 50-yard drive in 13 seconds, Rico. I'm sorry.
And here's the thing. I'm gonna say this. I think this loss is affecting people differently because of what they had preconceived what was gonna happen. We got it. We finally won. And your dad's like, whoa, there's 13 seconds. That's exactly how I looked at it. My father and I were like, yeah, we got this. I'm like, whoa, there's a minute and 54 seconds. What does Pat Mahomes go do? Walks up there and fucking puts a touchdown on the ground. I'm like, shit, we got a minute left. We got some time. What does Josh Allen do? 3 plays and we're in the end zone. 13 seconds now. We just watched in a minute and 54 seconds, 14 points go on the board like that. 17. Crying out loud. That's insane.
The problem I have is when you watch it, and listen, I told myself I'll watch it one more. I'll never watch the replay of that game ever again in my life. But I told myself I'd watch it one more time because I don't think in the moment I truly conceptualized what the Chiefs had done in 13 seconds to set that up.
Crazy.
So I really wanted to go back and watch. And when you watch what they allowed Kelsey to do on that second throw.
Inexcusable.
Rico, we're talking about probably the greatest tight end of all time, if not top 5, okay?
Yep.
If you go back and watch, and I highly recommend nobody does.
I haven't watched the replay at all. I came right here.
If you do, Rico, you could have put a Chiefs uniform on, ran the same route, caught the same ball, and put Harrison Butker in the same spot. That defense was lined up to play prevent in a situation where they were not defending the field. Rico, I told you I'm saving a lot for it tomorrow.
Save it.
But I just want, and once again, to everybody in here and to you as well, when I hit join, I thought I was going in the back end, so I feel super bad.
Zeba, shut the fuck up, all right? Number one.
I know. I just wanted to say that
this is good because you're thinking what other people are thinking. I did not watch the replay. I might feel differently. This is why I do these right.
I don't want you to watch it. I'm
going to, because guess what? After you go Monday, I'm going Tuesday. My tune might change completely. I might say, you know what? Fuck this defense. Awareness was.
Well, you want to know the other problem I have too, man, is the second, and maybe this is just PTSD from being a Bills fan, man.
Yep.
The second that game tied, it was over. I knew in my heart of hearts the Chiefs were winning that toss and this game was over, because that's the way a game like that goes. You do not allow a 13-second drive like that to tie and win that game. And everybody in here who's saying 13 seconds is the new wide right, I 100% agree. Maybe that's because I'm only 24.
Yeah.
But when you go back in time, Rico, when you and I are nursing our grandkids and reading them a bedtime story, we're talking about the old school Bills.
Yeah.
It'll be the Music City Miracle. It'll be wide right, and it'll be 13 seconds. And that's what I take away from this game. It is going to take me, Rico,
some time.
No, not just time. It will take me until this team raises a trophy, until I get over this. And I always sympathize with my dad for going through what the 90s team did. I never truly conceptualized what it felt like to feel that pain until tonight. And in my thought process, Rico, I thought it hurt when the Bills missed that sack on Deshaun Watson a couple of years ago in the wild card.
Yeah.
That doesn't touch what happened tonight.
Let me tell you, Zach, you're going through, like, the pain you're feeling right now is the pain that we felt in the 90s when our Super Bowl, that team should have won. That wide right will forever sting because that's for the bowl. This was for the division.
You want to know, but Rico, Rico, and this is I told me and my dad just went on a walk. He wanted to talk about this. He really wanted to flesh it out. And I said, Dad, I'll talk to you about it real quick. But I told my dad, I said, I'm sorry, I'm not talking about this. Rico, they were winning the Super Bowl, man. They win tonight, they win the Super Bowl.
Oh, there's no question. There's no question.
And
I agree. I agree 1,000%. Even Zeba was in here saying, "Come cry with me tomorrow night, Rico." I might even join you tomorrow night. I'm gonna try my very best to join you tomorrow night. I'm gonna tell you.
I can't do it, man. Oh my God.
Swallow. It's tough to swallow, but we are here. We gotta talk about it. It's unfortunate.
Shit.
Here we are. The Bills take the L to the Chiefs. It's tough to swallow, but here we are. We got no choice but to eat it up. And this defense is going to be sick for months. For months, they're going to be sitting here eating this and be like, fuck, how do we let this happen? How do we let this happen? It hurts.
Hey, I'm done stealing your thunder, and I did not mean to jump in. Finish this up, and please join me tomorrow. I need you.
I'm going to try my best. Tomorrow's my first night to go back to work on nights.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
All right. Well, hey, everybody in here, for God's sake, I'm already crying. Come cry again with me tomorrow. Just do it, please. For fuck's sake.
Man,
all right.
You know
hey, Rico, I love you, brother. I'll talk to you later.
Have a good sleep, man. Try to sleep.
You too, man.
You got it, buddy.